Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm welcome to this live broadcast from 147 Sports Bar here in Pudsey, Leeds. What an amazing game we've got in store for you. Homegrown hero Simon Phillips taking on Tom Barley from Scunthorpe, and what promises to be an absolute crackerjack of a game. Both players are now with us. Been a bit of traffic around Pudsey tonight, so they're a little bit late. So both guys are just going to have 5 minutes on the table very shortly, and then we will be underway. So get yourself a cuppa or something a bit colder and a bit stronger, and do stick with us. Players expected to be underway around about 7:15, just when both guys have had a quick knock on the table. So get settled in, relax, or even better, get yourself in a taxi down to 147 Sports Bar and come and see the game live and direct with us. We will be back with you very shortly. Well, very good evening to you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for tuning in here on 147 Sports Bar's live stream on YouTube for this fantastic game in the offing between Simon Phillips and Tom Barley. I'm Paul Buck, and I'm joined in the commentary booth by Phil Bailey.
Good afternoon. Well, good evening.
Good evening.
I've been in since the afternoon. Good evening, Paul. How are we doing? Are we all right?
Yeah, very good. Thank you. Really looking forward to this one. I think it's going to be an absolute crackerjack.
Absolutely amazing.
We're just a little bit behind schedule. The traffic's been a bit crazy around Pudsey tonight, so both players were a little bit late. So as you can see, Tom's just having a quick knock. Simon's had a knock on the table. As soon as this is done, we'll be lagging for break and we'll be underway.
We shall. Can't wait for this one. This one is outstanding. Both very, very similar styles, mate. Very similar.
Very attacking players, both. Neither of them take a backward step. Race to 21, people might raise an eyebrow starting at 7 o'clock on a race to 21, but when you see these two, you'll probably understand why we're fairly comfortable with his start time.
Oh yes, get your drinks now, guys. Get yourself sat down.
Even better, get yourself in a taxi down to Pudsey and come and see the action live in the bar.
True enough. Phil says, good evening, Mr. Bucky. Evening, Bucky, sorry, Mr. Bailey. Yes,
how
thanks,
come you
Phil.
get Mr. Bailey and I just get the nickname?
Yes, Greg Mooney says, good evening.
You keeping it?
Evening, Greg. Evening, Phil.
We'll catch you before this starts.
Phil Corns on the chat as well. All right, well, just mention that. We have not even had a drink yet.
We have, mate. Don't worry about that. Alan Cochran there says could come down to who gets the look from the breaks. Totally agree with that. They'll need to be breaking well tonight, will the two?
Well, it's difficult to separate these two, so Alan could be spot on there. Just could be something as simple as that. Whoever gets a run in from the breaks, fewer in offs. But we're in for an absolute pot fest here, aren't we? I know Tom's wanted a game. He's been after a game for ages, hasn't he? And
he has.
He's had players pull out on him and stuff like that. So he's really chomping at the bit. Cy Phillips just takes it all in his stride.
Good idea this though with the tables. It helps, doesn't it, for tomorrow?
Yeah. I was gonna nap and brush him in front, and I thought, well, if it gets busy, we'll be getting some hammers, so we'll do it later.
I'll bring me. I don't have a notebook with the. I haven't put a box on it because it said it might pick a virus.
Well, you can tell it's Friday night. There's a few people on the chat who have got the drinks ready. Paul Camplin, he's got his drinks.
Absolutely.
Pan Aviard, he's got his pop and crisps. Believe that, believe anything, Pan.
Online for markets. I bought that in Chromecast.
Can't knock it.
But definitely, these Friday night games always produce a fantastic atmosphere at 147.
They're so much better than.
And it's also good watching at home. Get yourself a cold beer and enjoy the game.
Just before you disappear, you have to we've won with triple count. You've given us an two. That's another 100. So that's your two. So you are 20 quid over now. That was a bit skid. Cheers, though. I mean, we'll sort it out, you know. So yeah. Have you had your file ready when you're ready?
Okay, ready to go then, yeah?
Yeah, ready when you're
ready. Good luck, guys.
Good luck.
So Tom's just been over to a commentary booth. He's confirmed that he is locked and loaded and ready to go. I assume Simon's there as well. Yep, as you can see.
Yeah.
Setting up for the lag. So here we go. We've asked on the chat for a few of you to let us know what you think. Who's going to win? What's the score going to be? And keep those predictions rolling in. It's always interesting to see who you think's going to win the game. Yeah, sure. Very difficult to call.
Well, Tom's won the. It is Tom. Yeah, Tom's won the lag.
Tom's won the lag, and
he will be breaking.
As Alan said, it could just come down to something as simple as a break. So winning the lag could be a very important thing.
Yeah, how significant.
Absolutely. We know Tom quite well. We've seen him here a few times, haven't we? Played a few events here.
Kirk Swanee. He's that old senior, isn't he, from over sort of Ulway?
Kirk Swan. Kirk Swan after a game.
He might be up for a game, no Sharks. Dear, oh dear.
Well, Si Phillips certainly the favourite on the chat at the moment.
Well, we're off, Paul. Look at this.
Here we go.
And will that red drop? And the answer to that is no.
So, first chance Si Phillips. Dry break from Tom. So as you can see, we're playing Blackball rules. I'm not particularly sure that favours either player, to be honest. I don't think the rules really matter for these two.
Yeah, I'd be very surprised if it got extremely tactical.
No.
Wouldn't you?
Absolutely. They just knock them in the holes and worry about tactics later. It's a race to 21 and it's for £4,000.
I like the reds.
Yeah, I think Reds just shared it. A couple of awkward yellows on the top rail. Just for reference purposes, when we talk about the cushions, we're talking about as we look at the table on the camera. So the top rail's actually the side rail, I suppose. Just to confuse you all.
Do you want a shovel?
You know what I mean. Yeah, Greg Mooney, cuppa and a pizza, would it a spot right now? Yeah, it would for me as well, Greg, actually.
Well, that'd be very nice, yeah.
Yeah.
Get it ordered, mate.
Yeah, absolutely. If you can just order some to 147, that would be nice. Yeah, and Greg agrees. It's certainly tight. It's difficult to call, really. That's not the best shot from Simon. He's just left himself in a little bit of no man's land. Be interesting to see if the red passes between the yellow closest to the black and the other yellow on the balk line to the...
Yeah, but is it a plant, mate?
Right.
Can he cut that red onto the other red and make a plant out of it?
I don't think it'll pass the yellow, Phil, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't either, and I haven't got a camera that'll show that any better.
Yeah, we like to be as professional as possible, but putting USB wires on radiators probably wasn't a good idea, were it, Phil?
Who did that?
Daz.
Yeah, well...
He's not here, so...
He does, though, doesn't he, does Daz?
We'll blame Daz.
Yeah.
Wow, big fin clip here for Simon. Doesn't really want this in the opening frame. He's missed it.
Oh. Well. First frame. Nerves?
Yeah, you can expect that. I don't think there'll be too many. Misses tonight, but we might see a few early doors. Tom's just said to Simon that yellow's not touching, so it looks like he's just going to try and fudge a little bit to start with. It's a decent shot. You would expect Simon to escape.
Yeah, it's where you leave it, though, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Hitting them's not such a big deal.
Just had a request for a link on the Facebook page, so I'll just bob that up there.
Well, as we thought, Si's got out of the snooker. Closed black off a little, I suppose, but Tom has enough yellows around about to... Well, he's... and he has immediately addressed the black situation.
Good shot.
Still a bit of work to do. I mean, in doing what he's done, the reds are all there as well, so got to be careful.
I have a funny feeling he might go for game here, Phil.
Do you think?
Yeah, I've just got a feeling in my water. He's got some very white trainers on there, hasn't he? Yeah, extremely white. I think he's had them in the washing machine. Phil's on the cider. Good. I'm in the car tonight, but
you're not.
I have a funny feeling that
it's staying.
It might end up staying.
Yeah.
I just hope Leon's not listening at this moment in time.
Well, there's every chance of that.
Wedding could be off. I just, it's Friday night, isn't it? I don't know what it is. I just can't resist. Anyway, back to reaction.
Yeah. Especially when I'll be partaking in a pint in a few frames.
All right.
Since I only live 300 yards away.
It's all right for some. I might be on your settee tonight, Phil.
Nothing wrong with that, mate. Of course you can. We're staying here anyway.
Yeah.
We'll be on this settee.
We'll just keep on the snooker table. Suits me. Pop to Sainsbury's for some roll-on deodorant.
Now that yellow does pass to the top right hand corner as we're viewing it.
Yep, I think so. So does he just trundle this in and leave a slightly awkward angle? No, he doesn't.
Oh, he's put the skill shot.
That is, of course, okay under Blackball rules. Simon probably leapt off his seat when the red went in. Forgetting the rules, that's not a great shot.
I'll tell you what, he's overhit that one, and well, Si's got the one to the top left hand corner now.
Big shot, of course.
He could reverse double this, you know. This other red on the bottom cushion as we're viewing it, and use the red as the big bag.
Wow.
That's even bigger.
What about the yellow? Is that going to jump out of the way?
No, you're playing the red onto the red and in the middle.
Wow.
So you're reversing
So
that. You're reversing the red to miss the yellow onto that red and going off. Come on.
That's a shot he might take on if he's 20
pints in
up. Yeah, or 20 pints of strong going. Played that well.
That's beautiful. Perfect.
So he's just got to cue this. Do you think he'd be content to leave the black up to the top right pocket?
I actually think that black is easier than it looks into the top centre.
It's just getting onto it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because if he cues this one up the rail now and leaves the middle one last, I think he'd just be content to leave the black up the rail.
Yeah, but I'm thinking he's not going to do that. I think he's going to take the top centre. I think he's thinking about taking that top centre one first. He's not now, of course, but he was considering it.
Oof, just got the rattle. And he just grimaced straight at Si Phillips. So chance for Tom. It's probably a thinner clip than it looks on the camera. The camera does lie sometimes, but pretty straightforward for him.
Good stuff.
So it should be 1-0 to the visitor from Scunny. And it is. So a little bit of a scrappy opening frame, but that's kind of what we expected. Both players just feeling the way in. Tom takes it. So it's going with serve at the moment. Si Phillips to break in the second frame.
See what his break's like. Usually very strong, very good.
He's very good. He broke dished a few times in Yarmouth when he was down there with us in the Interleague Championships over last weekend. Let's see how the break's looking tonight. Well, is this same as Tom's? A good split, but no balls.
Oof.
It is. Wow.
It started off looking great, and then it sort of stopped a little messy.
Yeah.
All the yellows clumped together at the left-hand side of the table as we're viewing it.
It's not what we want to see, is it, really? We want all the balls out in the open. Phil Collins says 40 frames to go. Hope not, Phil.
Phil, you're reffing him, mate. Get in.
So Tom chooses the yellows, which is slightly surprising. Well, that's enough. Bit of a slack shot there from Tom. Opportunity for Simon, of course. With the Blackball rules, you only get a free shot. It's not 2 shots carry.
Yes, it makes you think with your first visit, doesn't it?
You're usually looking to develop a bad ball or put one of your opponent's balls safe.
That's correct.
So I'm slightly surprised that he's not playing the red that's over the bottom left as we look at it to nudge into the yellow, and then it would open all the reds up. Is he doing that? That's a crazy shot.
Good grief. He was going for the plant there, wasn't he? To disturb everything down there.
Yeah, but I just think that's a bit of a lack of understanding of the rules, because if he'd have just played the red he was trying to disturb first,
you could have achieved that with just hitting him. You're quite
absolutely.
right. Yeah.
And if he nudged into the yellow, put the yellow on the bottom rail, and he's on the bottom 2 reds.
You see, that's the right shot with your first one.
Yep.
Got both his yellow and the black into play.
That's not a great shot. Well, both players struggling to start with.
Is he going to be doubling this back across? No.
He just had enough for the plant.
No, that's all right.
It's a good shot.
That's all good.
He's opened it up again now. Decent opportunity for Tom to take these out now. Don't get me wrong, not easy at such an early part of the game. If he can take the plant and just screw the cue ball back to where it is now, that'd be nice. Yep, perfect. Takes the bottom one of the 2 yellows over the bottom left now. And it opens it right up.
Looking good. Was a little straighter than he wanted.
He should be okay. He's got enough to get the cue ball out. He's not even having a look at it, so he's absolutely fine. Played it well. Just needs to cue this.
Missed the red on the cushion. There you go.
Okay, had the angle, yeah, absolutely fine. So it's looking like 2-0 to Tom. And Sai's just not got into the game yet.
There it goes. 2-0.
2-0 and Tom to break.
Well, I noticed from our player profile that both players lost the last matches.
Yeah, both coming off a big loss. Yeah, I mean, Sai took on Matt Braley, which is, a big ask. I think Matt's is right up there. He's probably at that level just below the elite, I would say. So Sai took it on, very brave, and 21-17. He's certainly not being embarrassed.
Whoa! Oh, but the white followed it.
Tom lost against Seb Webb. 21-12. So that's why he's been itching to get back on the match table. Erase those memories. So yeah, both players coming off a loss. They can't both lose tonight, so one of them's going to put that record straight.
That was a lovely break.
Yeah, he just lost the cue ball, so...
Yeah, you'd have been happy if the white ball had stayed up there.
So all 3 breaks so far have failed to see the breaker stay at the table, for one reason or another. So we're hoping to see Daz fairly soon, aren't we? Oh, he's here. He's there. Look, he's networking, of course.
That's where he is.
He's at the bar networking.
Propping the bar up.
He will have a plaque at that bar, won't he, one day, will Daz? 100 years' time, there'll be a plaque there. Here stood Daz Ebron. His shoulder mark, his shoulder, his elbow. His elbows. his elbow marks will be grooved into the marble. Daz Cardassian, networker supreme.
Everyone knew him well.
We might get him on the commentary at some point. You never know your luck. Right, Sai. Let's see how your minerals are now. 2-0 down. He's not really got started yet. This would settle him down a lot if he can take these yellows out.
He would.
Cued that nicely. He's just run. I think he was playing for the gap there.
He was, but he's all right. He's got
options.
He's got options, and that's the main thing, isn't it? So he has gone slightly over, but he's still all right.
Just play this with a tracer right hand side.
He'll probably try the same thing again.
Yeah, he has done. He's got it this time. Yeah, good shot. Now then, does he play the plant or does it pass?
I think the plant's on. It'll help him stay on that other yellow as well, and it did.
Yep. Good shot.
No, I think this yellow near the bulk line goes in either right hand bag as we're looking at the table, so it won't matter.
It's just getting a right angle, isn't it, Phil? That's the thing.
Yeah, I mean, do you take this bottom left first and then come out? You've got the traffic of the 2 reds to negotiate if you do that.
I think so, because he's on it. He's going to be leaning over balls here. He needs to cue this pretty purely.
It's going to come back, but not too far.
Is it too well?
Oh, that's lovely.
That's a good shot. But he's a little bit straight, so he's going to be longer on his last yellow than he would have wanted. Shouldn't bother him if he's, if he's playing at this level for £4,000. Yeah, that's not a great shot, but he'd take it. He's on it.
Well, it's not bad, It's gone out further than I thought.
Yeah. I think he could have got in better shape just by running it through and leaving himself a slightly longer one, but that's me speaking sat here in the commentary booth.
Just on and off one cushion here.
It's a great shot. Cued it well. Ooh, he's cued it too well. He might have to take this to the bottom.
Yeah, I think he's all right. I'm going to quickly flick to the camera if he gives me a chance. Whoa. Oh. Yeah. Is it? No, he's still cutting it.
Do you think so, yeah? Yeah, it looks like it, doesn't it? This is Finny could go in off for red here.
Yeah.
It's a
all
good
right,
shot.
though.
He made it look easy. Good finish from Cy Phillips. Well, he'll feel a lot better about that after the opening 2 frames. So, decent enough start. I didn't quite catch the time that we started. I think it was about 20 past, was it? Something like
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I think so. And it's not too bad, is it now? We're knocking them out there.
like
And Simon's got the break again now, so let's see what happens.
that. 3 frames in 11 minutes. That's not bad going.
I don't think we need Phil's stopwatch. You're right, Daz.
Yes, mate, you?
Yeah.
Daz has come and sat down with us. He's left his spot at the bar, which does happen now and again.
Excuse me, I've just finished working, not like some of you.
What do you mean? I've been working, I came straight here.
So, like,
You haven't been working since 5.
Well, it's another dry break.
It is.
Unbelievable, really. But well, the one time that balls have been potted, one of them was a cue ball. Opportunity for Tom. Again, both balls have present problems.
Yeah, I'm thinking yellows, only because of the problems at the right-hand side of the table there. For the Reds, I mean. So
Yeah, the red in balk was a bit tricky as well, wasn't it? So, yeah, I think yellow's just, but not easy. But
bumps the red out of the way there. Yeah, that's right. That's come out of the way. The white ball's travelled a fair bit, though.
look at that. You know, even though the cloth's been on a few months now, it's still very quick. Tom on yellows and it's like being sat with Daz.
You what? I'll take my buttons home. Whoa! Yeah, he went in.
Decent shot from Tom there. Still a lot of work to do here. You know, even if he drops this in with a tracer left hand side to get on the plop the yellow into the middle. Oh, he's going into it.
That's okay. You can play it off the red.
Goes off the red. Perfect, really. Can play it off the red and just run the white through towards the black ball. Oh, he's gone too far and he's missed the pot.
Well, does that red squeeze past into the centre? Not on this visit, I mean, but does it? Has it blocked it?
It goes off for yellow, doesn't it?
Yeah.
All day long. Having said that, if I was on reds and at the table at the moment, I'm not saying that I'd be particularly confident of winning this frame. There's a hell of a lot of work to do.
Well,
He could just bump the red off the top rail here, Phil. I know he's leaving the yellow into the middle, but getting position on the other 2 yellows would be extremely difficult.
yeah, I thought I was just going to say, and of course, he doesn't have to go for it.
Oh, no.
So,
no.
you know, I mean, and that's not bad. I think he's gone a little further than he wanted with that, because the yellow's actually out.
Yeah,
He's
got away with it in a way because he's not actually left a pot, but yeah, it was a little bit loose.
just makes you wonder what he's trying here. Is he lining a plant up?
He's lining up the plant to the top right.
No, he isn't. He's playing the cannon into the top centre. Cushion onto the left-hand yellows we're viewing it, and off the other yellow onto the one over the top bag.
Wow!
Come on. I'm gonna get my pen out in a minute and draw it on the screen.
Phil Carnes has just put a statement on the chat, and I've read it 3 times, and I've still no idea what it means. Come on, guys, get chatting, not the steaming, guys.
Poor old Phil. He's had a beer. Look at that yellow. It's in.
He's only got it. What a shot that is!
Well played.
That's a showreel shot, isn't it? You can't say he didn't line it up as well.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yep, should be no problem here. Just draw the white ball back out into the middle of the table. Good shot. Well, Cy had a good finish in the last frame, but Tom looks like he's just settled in a little bit quicker into this game.
That was a big plant for the corner back there, wasn't it? Massive.
Absolutely fantastic shot.
Well done. So we like to see. Neutrals at home will be loving that.
Yep, we've already seen some good action. Oh, All right, I see. Phil means a chat on the chat. Get you now, mate. I will say we're definitely yakking enough. And we have balls off the break. I think to be honest with you, I wasn't looking at Tom's break beforehand, but he used a cut break there, so I'm just wondering if he switched to a cut break. He's got a red and a yellow off the break, and both sets look very tasty indeed. He's leapt onto the yellows.
I was just going to say, it's fair running round the table, isn't it now?
Yeah.
He's away.
But the cut break worked a lot better.
Another plant.
Yeah, I did.
I think he wanted it further down.
Yeah, that wasn't deliberate, was it? He's played it well, though. Dean Martin on the chat. Do us a song, Dean. I wonder if the rest of the Rat Pack are going to join us.
I wonder if he's heard that before.
Yeah. Gary Chesman's on the chat. He says that's nothing out of a normal for a top player like Tom. I think he means that amazing plant that Tom played. Who's the Daniel Amy show? Hey, I'm back. Right.
Oh, that's lovely.
Daniel.
Well done.
Yeah, good shot.
Control that nicely now. And as long as that, well, no, even if it dropped as well, the way he played it with the white ball, it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, you just got to get this right. He's got a little bit of hampered queuing. Plays a gap. Yeah, he's fine. Good shot. Played it well. It's easy to get those wrong.
Well, it is early on in the match, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
It just doesn't seem to have bothered him, that.
4-1 Tom. So...
What did we say? 2 o'clock in the morning, or 2 minutes past 9? You know,
because we don't have to worry about that. I don't think. I think the chippy will still be open when this is finished. Yeah, but both players only they really do only know one way to play, and that's why we were so keen to get them on our stream. This is effectively a curtain raiser for tomorrow's action. We've got the Premier Pool Series coming to you, live and direct from 147 Sports Bar. That's tomorrow. It's the second event of the year.
Really?
So yeah, we've got PPS coming tomorrow, and this fantastic money match is a bit of a curtain raiser for you tonight. What more could you ask for?
And Gary says he's on fire. Phone the fire brigade.
He's certainly looking good. There's also nothing to say that Simon Phillips can't go on a similar run for the next 4 frames. He's just as explosive.
He is.
Although he's taking a little bit more time about looking at this. He's maybe a deliberate ploy, just to keep Tom in his seat a little bit longer.
The thing is, I know he could reverse double this yellow into the top centre and get his other bad yellow out, so it's a big shot if he does decide to do that. Was Daz throwing a quid at you then? Yeah, but he picked it up before it hit the floor.
I'll say, if a quid slips out of Daz's hand, it hits him up back at neck before it hits floor.
It was like a yo-yo, it was straight back in his palm. I'm sure it had a bit of string round it.
No Kirk Swan tomorrow. You weren't in the draw, were you, Kirk? If you were, Lammy will be having a fit.
What's up, Kirk? Why aren't you across?
He's working.
Oh, well, maybe that's all right then.
Simon's just struggling with the pace, I think, a little bit.
Yeah. I don't think he can really cut that in. I think he can only be looking at the double if he wants to continue the break.
How's the leg?
What about the red that's in balk off the other red on the top rail?
Is that one of yours?
That's what I'd play.
Yeah.
I'd nail it as well.
That's why you sat here, mate. Great shot.
That's a great double.
Great recovery.
Good shot. Is perfect as well now to play the one on the rail first.
Prime position, leaving the one over the centre for his last one. Paul and Kate Ringe.
Oh, he's just left Hanford queuing again. He won't be too happy with that.
And he can't really push that through. He's you know, a couple of inches, he would have to really force that through, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he can't just trundle it in, can he?
No trundles.
Kirk's not in the draw for tomorrow, and he's missing the next one due to an unfortunate wedding. An unfortunate wedding. Oh.
Careful what you say.
Don't do it, Kirk.
Yeah.
Yeah, Phil Kirkman just commenting on that. What a good match player Sai is. Yeah, I think he's just left enough.
So is he pinching there?
He might be.
He might be rubbing this the right hand knuckle as we're looking at the table. He isn't, you know, he's winding that up. He's not trundling this one in.
I think he's just left enough for the potting angle.
Yeah, we'll just have to wait for the white ball to stop spinning.
This is a big shot. Where Tom's playing, you'd fancy him getting the yellows if Si misses this. He nailed it. Good finish. Very good finish. A ripple of applause from the local fans.
He needed that one, did Si?
Yeah, absolutely. 4-2 looks a lot better than 5-1 down.
Both have got fantastic temperaments, though, haven't they? Lucky, you'd never know that from Tom's face, would you?
Well, how has he set them up?
Yeah, we're just having a bit. We're just having a bit of a practice.
No, absolutely. Yeah, you're right. They do both have a great temperament. Si Phillips' face hardly ever changes, and from what I've seen of Tom, very similar. Very laid back character, Tom.
Wow. He's kept the white ball this time, and that lucky kiss from the black has probably given him his next ball as well. The yellow now goes to the top left.
Yeah, this could be our first break dish, Phil.
Yeah.
He's played it well. So Tom on the yellows, and a good chance of getting out here. Tom,
go on.
Kirk's one on the chat says Tom Jackson said he's going to win tomorrow, so that's Tom. Tom's tipping himself.
He might not be on about the pool. Might just be on about, I don't know, scratch card or something.
I won the scratch card on Wednesday night in the Wednesday night pool, Phil.
Did you?
Finished on a net loss though because I got the drinks in.
Yeah, I know.
Big mistake.
Yeah.
Big mistake.
Yeah, dear.
Well, this is a big shot now for Tom. Oh dear.
No, he's all right still.
Well, he's had a semi-result there.
He's okay if he can push this through to the top right hand corner. The white ball's natural for good shape on these last yellow.
Yeah, just use.
Well,
Wow.
he's off for the disturbance.
He is, isn't he? I thought he'd have just used the red, take the yellow of a bottom cush. Bottom cush. No good putting it there. Bottom pocket.
Are you sure you've not been drinking?
Well,
only the meth's on the way.
that's the problem, isn't it? I need a drink. Start talking more sense when I've had a drink. Yellow of a bottom cush. Covering cushions. Big shot.
It's there.
He's nailed it. Good
It's
shot.
there. It's great stuff with this.
It's already turning into what we expected, isn't it? I mean, we're talking one visit pool here.
It's great stuff. People in the club are loving it.
I think what Sai's looking at here is he needs to get a couple of frames in succession on the board, and then he'll feel a lot better. I think that was our first break dish, was it, Phil? Yeah.
It was. And there it is, look. We've dusted the meter off and it's in use already.
Well, no chance for Si to reply because he's not made a ball off a break.
And Tom's away already.
Yeah, you just can't stop him, can you? He's like a Duracell bunny. This is why we love having him. I need to have a drink.
That's easy for you to say, isn't it? That.
I'm breaking a new setting for Mr. Ed. That's why we love having him on the stream. He's just so exciting to watch. But Si's very similar as well.
Oh, look at this. Oh, wow. Really?
Oh, and he's just nailed it. He's absolutely fluing.
Yeah, and look at that angle he's got now. Superb. The yellows couldn't have ended up any better for him.
He's not messing about with this young man from Scunthorpe. Well, a few tips coming in for PPS tomorrow. Oh, he's had a little touch there. Dave Fisher being tipped. Any more tips for PPS guys on the chat? Send us some tips for tomorrow.
Dave Fisher's already paying for the pizzas, apparently. Kirk's ordered some pizzas and Dave's going to pay for them.
Well, I think Gary Chesman is Tom's biggest fan. He's saying it's already over. Well, don't ever say that when Si Phillips is involved, Gary. Much as Tom's playing some absolutely superb stuff here. Never count Si Phillips out. He's got a great temperament. He won't be worried about being 6-2 down. However, I can see why you're saying what you're saying, because Tom is playing some absolutely stupendous stuff at the moment. One visit pool all the time. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, next week, yeah, that's alright, I'll do it.
Yeah, you could.
Is that alright with you, Phil?
Yeah, of course it is, mate. Yeah. Balls are in.
Ominously for Si.
Can you spell that one, please?
Ominously for Si. Tom's starting to make balls off a break now as well.
Just a little awkward. The best colours would be reds if he was to, sort the yellow out at the top right hand corner. So
Yeah.
you'll have to be a little. Well, what would you do here? They're both on, but once you've developed that top right hand corner, then the reds are better.
If the red was a little further off the balk rail, I would play the plant red onto yellow, but that's just too difficult from where he is.
Yeah, playing the Blackball rules, of course, so you can do that.
Is he going to try and push for black? No, I thought he was maybe going to try and push for black up there to disturb the two balls. That would have been adventurous. So it looks like he's going to address that bad yellow a little bit later. Oh, this is
Could be last at this rate.
yeah. What's he going to do here? Because I'm a bit lost here, Phil.
He didn't get what he wanted with the white ball, and now he's changing. No, he's actually going for the ball he was wanting to go for.
Well, I think that's is that his first unforced error of the game? He's not left a lot here. Has he left a chance here for Si to take the red to the middle and go up into balk and disturb his bad red?
No, I think the black's in the way for that.
I think he passes. I think he goes past the black.
I think you need a drink.
Well, we've got we've now got Si's number one fan on with Gary as well, saying that Si won't bottle it. Tom bottled it because he wouldn't play Matt Braley because he knew he couldn't win. Well, okay. Yeah, Phil said it's great being able to view some pool on a Friday night. I personally, I don't speak for Phil or Daz or Lammy indeed, who's not here tonight. But I prefer these Friday night games. I think they're absolutely fantastic.
There's a buzz to them.
Yeah.
It is good.
Just gonna have to get about Lammy not winning.
Big shot here for Si Phillips. Oh, dear.
Oh no.
Well, he'll take where the black's gone because it's just made that yellow doubly awkward now. I would say red's are still favourite here, but I think Sai just needs to get things right in his mind, really. Yeah, Tom's just trying to turn the screw a little bit here.
He is. Well, very few safety shots we've had so far.
Yeah, that's a decent one, although he's made the yellow even safer. So he's not really got anywhere with that shot, to be honest.
He's probably reduced the chance of a skill shot from Cy Phillips on that red and yellow now.
Yeah, true enough. It's a decent shot, just covered the yellow down the rail.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's more or less a case here now of who can get the balls into play and get the bad ball out first. Yeah, I can see what Tom was trying to do there. Just cut it right up to the top pocket.
Caught the knuckle though, the centre back.
Yep. Well, all of a sudden, a little bit of normality has broken out here.
It's like watching the stream team.
Yeah, I think Simon's just going to try and put the red up in the vicinity of that top
Somewhere
right
near.
pocket.
That's
Yeah.
it. That's the one.
Has he hit it a bit too hard? Well.
Yes, that was totally deliberate as well. Tom getting the red down towards his corner bag.
Both players just jockeying for position here before one of them decides to take the finish on. It's not one for either player at the moment.
Well, I'm looking for a safety shot for Cy to play here. Can't really see an obvious one.
No, it's a tough one, isn't it? He definitely doesn't want to play any of those balls in balk because he could leave it. He could leave the yellow open.
Do you double the red that's just to the left of the ball, climb back up towards that corner bag?
That's not a bad call, Phil. Yeah, well, he's playing it, but he's not going that way. Just trying to put another yellow in a semi-safe position.
Yeah, but now with his red where it is towards the bottom left-hand corner here, Tom might decide to go into that group of 3 balls.
Yeah, I think he's trying to set that up, I think. I think he's going to double this up there now, surely. Surely, Phil.
Stop calling me Shirley.
No, it's gone the other way.
Yeah, he's trying to do something with that bag up there, but he hasn't really achieved it for me.
I think Tom's going to have a go here. Yeah, he's going to try and leave an angle to get into his bad yellow. Because even if, the red can't fly in, but even if it did, it'd be okay.
Yeah, as long as the black doesn't go, or the white,
Big shot.
Anything's good.
Well, this is the deal breaker.
Are you playing the plant, or are you playing the yellow off the cushion first and onto the yellow?
I think he's going knuckle first.
Yeah, I think so.
He tried, yep.
Wow.
It either won him the frame or potentially lost him it, but I tell you
Look
what,
at that though.
he's had a bit of a result again.
He's closed the other red off on the other corner bag.
Yeah. And the fact that the red's covering the yellow doesn't really matter because he could play the other yellow that's on the balk rail off that red to open the bag up.
Whoa.
So, but Sai's just going to try and completely shut that down now, which he does.
But I don't know what the current status is.
It's got all tactical as this one. That's a good shot. Tom slowly manoeuvring his yellows out.
What do you want to do? Ring
Just message. I'll just message him. The best message.
Not bad, but now there's not going to be a yellow at all in any trouble, so there you go, look. So this will be Si's last opportunity. Before Tom will probably get a good one himself. Yeah, well, I think he was trying to put the white ball into the black there. Nudge that further on the cushion.
What are you installing, Des? There's something installing at the bottom. Oh.
So is Si just going to try and sneak the red back the other side of the yellow?
Yeah, or do you hit it hard enough to make the plant and put one of the yellows back across to the top right hand corner? It's a big risk. Yeah, that's what I'm on about. So having a look at the angle. Stefan Rosidi says, "Tell Daz, my mate will have the last PPS." Is that what you're on? We're on with us.
Well, it looks like we've got. Yeah, Lammy said there's definitely room for Chris Gladwin and Matt Brealey's pal Dave Hunt. So they're both in PPS tomorrow. We'll let you know timings and stuff.
Well, Tom didn't want that. Tom didn't want that yellow coming back that far. That's made it slightly more awkward now. We'll need some further development of that top corner.
Well, I think this is without a doubt been the longest frame of a match so far, and probably will be the longest frame of a match when it finishes.
And that's exactly what Tom wanted to do last time.
But I don't think that's a great shot, Phil, because the red now goes. It didn't go before. He's actually given Simon a chance of a finish here.
He has.
And I think he'll take it on.
I'm going to have a look on the other camera. I would, if the mouse would work. There we go. Well, he's actually asked whether that red's touching or not.
It's a strange one. Is he just going to try and bump it out and leave the white stuck up to the yellows?
Well, that's a risk, isn't it? Because then he could put the white ball behind the two yellows.
Yeah, it surprises me a little bit. I'm certain that Si will go game here, surely. I'd be very surprised if he doesn't.
Cross double. Whoa. Has he actually stopped him seeing the yellow near the top left-hand corner there? Because I think if he can see the yellow, he can bump that yellow in front of those two reds off the cushion.
Yep.
No, I can see that, you know.
See it. I think you can see all these yellows.
I think it pots as well. Not just bumps in front of those two reds, it goes past them.
Kirk's won that question you asked Stefan. I think it was Steve Wall. Well, I think he's got game on here.
It's all about the angle, mate, now. How much of this yellow can he see? Enough. Good evening, Harris. Harris Ali in the building.
Well, Si will be kicking himself there. Why didn't he go game? He had the game. You know, it certainly wasn't at his mercy. It was difficult, but I'm very surprised he didn't go for it. And he's handed it on a plate to Tom.
Perfect white ball from Tom there.
Oh! Well, I've seen it all.
Wow. Having played that so well, he got perfectly on that black.
Well, could that be a turning point? He's played with yellow before perfectly, like you say. He's cued it beautifully. Well, that is just a mental aberration, really. And that's not the best shot from Si. You might have to go top first here. No, he's okay.
I like how Si does that. Even if he doesn't get the ideal position, he still likes to go the same way he thought of first.
Oh, this is tricky. He's taking the... Oh, no, he isn't. I thought he was taking the other red round.
You definitely need a drink.
Yeah. Yeah, he's played that well. Well, so long as he doesn't do similar to what Tom did a few seconds ago. We're looking at 6-3 after a very cagey frame. Simon won't care how cagey it's been.
As you can see there, we just mention our event number 2 tomorrow.
I'm alright, I've done it now. Yep.
Well, I'm just going to have a quick break. Dazzy's going to come on for a few frames, and then I will, for want of a better phrase, relieve Phil when I've had a drink. Cheers, guys.
Yeah, I bet it's alcoholic.
Matt's mates in and both coming. Right. So we
Oh, the white's away.
Matt's coming as well.
And look at that for a break. Oh dear.
Well, I told them both 10 o'clock. Alright, okay. So we'll do it like... Because I didn't know if we'd give... There were 3 on that, you see. I just looked on the thing and there were 2 at 10 o'clock and 1 at 10:45. Where is that? Isn't it that wrestling one? So I just said to them, it's probably going to be 10 o'clock. So it just makes it... You know... Just say 10 o'clock. And if they're wrong later, then...
So I'm not messing around.
Hello, Phil.
Hello, Daz.
Good evening, Phil, on the chat as well. So it's been an interesting game, Phil.
Fantastic.
Not much messing about here.
No, from a neutral point of view, I'm sure there's a lot of nail biting going on for anyone who's actually got any money on this.
It's ridiculously good potter is Tom, isn't he?
And very, very fast pace.
Yep, but that's how he plays and that's how he likes it, so... Again, great finish here, Phil. No messing about. 7-3 to Tom. Simon needs to...
Well, he just did. And unfortunately, his white ball went off and then literally 3 or 4 minutes later. And it's still 4 frames in it. Both players breaking really well as far as the split's concerned. White ball has disappeared a few times. Oh dear. And there it goes again.
Sorry, Phil. I'm just confirming there. We've just got the 2 more players for the series tomorrow.
Are we full again, Daz? We've been...
It's been up and down, hasn't it, today?
We have.
I believe we're possibly full out. We could have just one space available. I think Paul's going to try find out that. It has. I mean, you know, people have said they can come and then they aren't coming, and then it's, you know,
It is the usual situation, though, isn't it?
It is.
It's a good thing we have a reserves list going.
I'm just looking at all these.
All these what, Daz?
I'm reading the message. Alan Cochran,
Oh, right.
Alan Cochran saying that Si needs to change his break. It's not working for him tonight. He's been playing really well as Si as well. I'm watching him practice the other night. I'm just looking at the. Phil saying that Craig Lakin playing superb at the moment. It was on fire last weekend. He played really well. I saw him last weekend when he played that with Seb, the double thing. You know, he played really well.
Yeah. Si played a clever shot there. He's developed the Reds. Well, actually, he's developed the balls to play the Reds.
Yeah.
And it's good to see, because he's definitely not a Blackball rules player normally.
He's not. No, he's took this game on and he didn't really know the rules at all. He's just learnt them to play this game. I mean, to be fair, they do suit his game, does Blackball, because he's a bit of a potter. Yes, PPS tomorrow as well, Phil. I'm missing that, unfortunately. Working all day.
Scandalous.
And then out tomorrow night.
Yeah, well, you don't have to do that, does he? You're just choosing to do that.
No, I'll have to do that one, I'm afraid. It's out for Lucas's 21st birthday, so I don't think I'd be allowed back in the house if I didn't go to that.
It's just the mention of food, Daz, that's luring you away.
Yeah, I don't think wife would. I think she'd change locks if I didn't go there. I did try to mention it, but it didn't go down well.
Nah, it's only Luke, he won't be bothered.
Yeah. Might pop in later on at night. Might not be over by the time we're finished.
I doubt that does. Best to be doing is watching it.
I'll definitely be watching it. I'll just get my phone under the table.
Well, this will be a good clearance from sight if he manages it.
Yeah,
He's doing really well. He's nearly there.
He's got to run this through, Phil, and play the one that's nearer to the baulk line first. Play the bottom one of the two and run it through, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it does pass to the top centre,
yeah.
And I'm sure that's what he's going to do. Nice shot.
Good shot. So it's good to just work this round for Lawsy. He'd just drop it in and play it in the centre. I'd go round myself.
It's the angle, isn't it, for the black?
That's what I mean. If he plays it round and then he can play the ball down to play the black into the top.
That's
left.
right. He wants to try and leave this as natural as possible to get onto that black. He doesn't want to be forcing anything.
He doesn't.
And that looks just about perfect.
Phil's saying if any of you get a chance next week, tune into the Savannah 500 comp. It looks a great comp, does that? No, we don't mind, Phil. We like to watch pool. JJ, to be fair, at Savannah's has posted our comps on his site as well. So we're not
Absolutely.
Anything that's going on there, we don't mind people giving it a mention. That's for sure. That's a good shot from Si.
It is.
I think I'll be having a look. There's some cracking players in it, Phil. I don't know if you've had a chance to see.
I have, mate. I've been working all.
Yeah,
since I got back.
Posting up. I keep seeing it coming up on.
Well done, Si. By the way,
Yeah,
getting back
great.
to the match there, Daz. That was
Yeah,
superb.
great
Was
finish.
that? Needed that one. Back to
He
3
did.
frames.
He can do it. You see, I know. I was looking on Facebook today, and there were a lot of people. Well, today and last night, I believe as well. There were a lot of people saying, "Oh, Tom's an absolute massive favourite." But I even saw Nathan Prescott saying he was very surprised that people were underestimating Si.
Very, very similar styles. Very similar abilities. They can both run 5 or 6 frames off in a blink of an eye.
Si can run 5 or 6 strongbows off in the blink of an eye as well.
More than that does. More than that, mate. I think he holds a pint in his mouth.
He does like a pint of strongbow to Si Phillips. I'm sure he wouldn't mind us mentioning that. And he's been around for such a long time as well, Phil, hasn't he? I mean, we've known him quite a lot of years.
Well, he might not like you mentioning that.
He has though, hasn't he? You know, he seems to be lit forever. He must have been quite young when we first started.
Oh, you're getting out of that. You're getting out of that well, Daz.
Yeah, I did. That was a good.
At least you didn't mention the seniors.
We can play that next year, Phil.
Nah. Year after.
No, next year.
No.
You got to be 15 a year, mate. It's next year.
Yeah. Oh no. I think he's alright. I'm going to flick camera and I think he might be able to make that a plant.
Oh, I don't know, Phil.
Oh. Well, there
I
you
think
go.
he definitely won't be making that a plant.
Daz, if you hadn't melted that USB lead, we'd have had another camera on there checking that out and we would have been able to see that.
It's not me that's melted it. Yeah, Harrison, Mellin, Martin, Cousins, Whelan, Sheppy, Gazzy, but Jason Shaw. Yeah, it's not too bad, is it? Not too shabby.
It's alright, isn't it?
Did I see Ronan's name on it as well? Is Ronan not playing in it?
Might enter it myself, Daz. Be favourite there, you know.
I know Bucky's had a bet on snooker.
Oh, he's playing the red near the black. And that's going to end up alright.
Just a little further would have been nicer, I think. Yeah, Phil's confirming Ronan is.
Oh, look at this for a shot, Daz. He's
he's
lining this up for the centre with some power on it to get rid of the other yellow as well.
That's
I think he tried to play the skill shot.
yeah, I think he did. And Farnsworth, wow. Kirk Sons had a bet on Walden at 50s. There's some big names gone, haven't they? There's some big names fallen.
There has. Did you see Wilson last night?
I didn't know.
Oh, what an incredible match that was.
I didn't see any last night for some reason. I don't know what. Might have working till 10.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I've been on late this week. It's, I had Wednesday off. Though.
You were drinking tea till 10.
No, we're very busy at the moment. That's why I'm in Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, that's right.
Very busy.
Well, what a chance now for sight. Pressure's there though with where the yellow's at.
It is, but he should be finishing these, Phil.
Kirk agrees. Absolute class last night. It swings and roundabouts. It swung one way then the next, and whoa, it was a real nail biter. This is nicely done.
Yeah. Which way to go, Phil?
Well, I'm not so sure that red passes to the bottom right hand corner, or even if it does, whether I'd be doing that myself. So I think he's going to push this through and then potentially use that as his last ball, which is what he's doing.
That's alright. He's putting that into the top right hand pocket now.
Yeah, I thought he could more or less get where he ended up being by just pushing that, but he wanted to move the white ball 4 or 5 feet.
Are you doubting Si there?
Not
Phil?
at all. No.
Doubting his choice of shot?
I'd have fudged up me.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, he's played that well, Phil. He has played that well. Kirk Swan says Marco Fu's on one tonight. It's hard to call who's going to win it, Phil, isn't it? You know.
He's another one that's playing well just lately, Marco Fu. Apparently he's putting the practice back in.
Yeah. So this is Black to put Simon just 2 frames behind.
Look at that, 7-5. The break's going to be a big thing, you know, and both guys are going in off.
Yeah.
Ball splitting beautifully. Oh, the white going in. A healthy number watching for a Friday night, Daz, especially considering there is the snooker
Yeah, that's right.
and the rugby.
Yep. Well, there's balls potted there, Phil.
Yes.
A couple of them yellow ones.
Little messy with a 2 on the top cushion there.
It's a little messy there. He's not got an easy first shot. Yeah, Ronnie. Yeah, he's got to be favourite, really, hasn't he?
As long as he keeps his head together.
Yeah.
Got told off the other day.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he sort of stormed out.
Ah, right.
I think he got away with a warning, I believe.
That's not... it's not unusual for Ronnie, is it? Oh, what's Si going to take here, Phil? What's he going to do? It's again, Ian Thomas played a little containing shot there, really. Nothing on, and he's not left Si much
That's
here,
the thing.
really. That's the thing. Unless
Potentially that yellow can go to the bottom right hand corner.
and develops the other one as
yeah,
well.
with the angle, he can do that.
He's looking at a plant here, though. Phil.
Yeah, and still developing those 2 bad balls. So either way around, he's looking at a development. I'd be favouring the yellow myself.
I think I would. This is a massive shot.
This is just a massive plant anyway, even if you're right behind it. There's a bit of distance between the 2 balls in the first place, and you go into a centre bag. This is not easy.
Ryan's missed it. But I tell you what, he's got away with that. I think he's got away with that one, Phil. Chris Walker, good evening, Chris.
Hi, Chris. This will be difficult to leave safe. Not bad.
It's strange watching these 2 playing safety shots, isn't it, Phil? It's not something you expect.
Not really. Both players can, of course, but you don't often see it.
I think we have a few other money matches coming up in the near future as well, Phil. Have we got one? Is it one next week?
Daz, it's up to you, is that one?
I'm not sure. My phone's totally flaked, so I can't get to me Google Calendar to have a look.
We shall sort that out later,
Yeah,
Daz.
we'll have a look.
Ooh, good try, but no.
Yeah, no. And here we go. This is... Well,
Now, can you cut that one in that's closest to the top centre and take your other yellow out the way?
no, I think he'll miss it at that angle. He can play one of the others first and get an angle to do that. But, well, he's going to prove me wrong here. I thought we were going to miss that.
Well, there you are, Daz. That's the answer to that
It's deceptive, though, isn't it, when you're looking at this screen sometimes. So that looked too fine to do that.
Great shot. Full on, fully committed. probably deserved a little better there, Daz.
So he's Tom on yellows, Phil.
What are you trying to say?
I'm just asking.
Oh. Are you watching?
I'm just doing a bookie.
Mm-hmm. Too fine.
Oh, that what a fine clip with that. Can Si just bump this off now? Off the yellow?
Well,
off
you
the
could,
cushion, off the yellow?
You could if you weren't, if you're 14'6". And
He's quite tall, isn't he?
and I'm on about the fingers. Because it's not going to be a good bridge, is it? I think you're more chance of doubling that red across and getting in front of the yellow.
Kirk's asking if Si's playing tomorrow. I believe so. Si's in the series, isn't he, tomorrow?
As far as I'm aware, he signed up for the series. I don't know whether he's here tomorrow.
I think he is.
Big shot this does. He can play the double, kiss off the yellow, put it in, and also in kissing off the yellow, he clears the bag.
Does he just play the other one though first, the top one of the two, into the bottom left, and then run it through and play it direct, not have to play the double? Well,
plan B, and that's all right as well.
That's okay. Is that for him? It's turned out all right. Is that one?
In saying that, of course, it's Blackball, Daz.
Yeah, but
That's a pretty easy skill shot.
do you think so?
It's a big target for a skill shot, is that? It's a 3-ball plant from nearly anywhere on the table.
Wow. That's not a bad shot from Tom, really. He stopped that shot. He stopped the plant.
Yeah, and I actually think the yellow goes as well. That yellow will pass the red.
Leanne Max said sound has gone, not that she's complaining is it just her? I have no idea. Has anybody else confirmed that they're okay?
Well, we're all looking good at this end. It may have gone at the far end, but it's certainly good locally.
Anybody else? Can you all hear us still? Or are we talking to ourselves? Phil, can you hear us?
I can hear you loud and clear, Daz.
Yeah. Phil, other Phil, can he hear us? Kirk, can you hear us?
Kirk's drunk.
Chris Walker, can you hear us? Nobody's talking to us, Phil. That's not good. They're not answering us, Phil.
They're merrily typing away, Daz.
Oh, there, Kirk's is in us. Alan's all right. Yeah, it's just Leanne. just with that little button,
Oh dear.
with a speaker.
That's it for you, Daz.
Oh dear, she heard it as well. She found that little button.
She were lying, look.
She had a Patrick Star moment there. just muted you now.
Alt F10. Kirk's on the bottles. He's not had a pint tonight. Mind you, sometimes I find a pint of brandy too much, Daz.
Yeah. LP, that's me, says I can hear you, unfortunately. Phil says they don't have speakers on in the kitchen.
Sailing close to the wind there.
Yeah. He apologised straight away before he even answered that one. They never eat at home, they're always out.
Ooh.
Every time you see a Facebook post, they're either in a pub or in a restaurant.
You're having a right go tonight, Daz, aren't you?
He's in the kitchen.
That's a great try. Unlucky. A full-blooded attempt at a reverse double, Daz.
Yeah. Well, if Si can take these out, Phil, just one frame behind, he'll feel a lot better.
And to be fair, they're there, Daz. There's only those two that are close together, and they shouldn't really be a problem.
Not a problem at all, then, Phil.
Well, not for you or I, Daz. I'm on about Si.
Yeah, we might struggle a bit, but I think even he should get these. Oh, I think he wanted to go a little bit further there. Didn't want to be having to play a plant.
He's played a few tonight, Si, and he's played for them as well.
Yeah, but I don't think he really wanted to there. He's left an angle here, Phil. He might have to go into these two now.
Well,
I don't think he wanted to, or needed to go into them, but
yeah, I personally wouldn't, because I think they both go.
Can he avoid it though?
Yep. Yeah, you can hit that thin and come across for them. You definitely avoid them. The red being sufficiently enough towards the bag so that you can pinch quite a lot on the actual potting angle.
That side don't look that convinced about that.
Okay. This will have to be accurate. It isn't necessarily just the potting angle he wants on his next red, it's an angle such that he can get on his final red afterwards. He's nice and straight on this, Daz. He's okay. Wow.
Wow, indeed, Phil.
Massive shot now. Got to watch the middle bag. He's okay.
He's played it well. He's played it well. So if he takes this, he's just one frame behind.
Just got to watch his white here. Doesn't want to overpower it. Oh, no.
Oh, it's gone.
Hey.
Wow. Leanne says, life is for living, Daz. No apology needed for Phil. I'm not easily offended. Living with Bucky, you can't be offended easy. Yeah, I agree with that, but her place is definitely in the kitchen with Bucky's cooking skills.
Agreed.
So what's Tom going to do here, Phil?
Well, he's obviously going to snooker, Daz, and he's going to try and leave it as awkward as he can for the single cushion out. I'm not so sure he can do that though. He did try and get the white behind the yellow.
All Si's got to do is hit it, Phil. And it goes, it drops in.
Yeah, but the white ball may follow.
No.
It's amazing how many times it does it.
Total snooker called.
Not such a big target. The black ball's all the way into the jaws. He's got it though, you know.
That's all in the pocket. What a great shot from Si Phillips. So 7-6.
Well played.
Wow.
Yeah, he's
unbelievable.
He's pulling it back his side.
Yeah, people writing him off, but
Last one and then swap this up, yeah.
everyone racking them up correctly now. we haven't had the yellows at the front tonight.
No. So side breaking.
He's not going to like it.
No, he's not.
Is that a plant to start with? Take the yellows on afterwards?
There you go. There's your answer, Phil.
Tom says yes.
He gets the yellow out as well. That's a great shot.
Clever shot.
I don't see much problem here for Tom now. Kirk's put a few animations on there and he says, I don't know where the random feet come from.
Maybe he is drinking pints.
Yeah, Phil reckoned that he should have, Tom should have skill shotted the last yellow. Played the yellow onto the black and potted the yellow after. Wins the frame.
Well, he did call it, did Phil, didn't he?
He did earlier on.
Did say Skilly coming. I thought that was just a bloke to come down and ref it. Nice shot. Nice shot.
Mr. Camplin on saying quality these two. They certainly are. They certainly are. I was looking forward to this one tonight.
This is lovely. When Tom sees a finish, he's away, isn't he?
Yeah, he don't mess about, Phil.
He's just not come far enough for that one into the centre comfortably because he can't avoid the black.
No. That's the only issue he's got there.
So does he take the... Yes, does he take the more awkward yellow one first? And he is doing.
Yeah, it's a tough shot. There's this one.
Into a blind bag, and look at that.
Well, I'll tell you what. He's played that really well. Really well. And he's absolutely perfect on it.
Oh, it's a pleasure to watch.
So, 8-6 to Tom Barley. And what a great game this has been. I think we're having a swap in the
I think we might be doing. Now. Yes, Mr. Buck will be back with you for a few.
Yeah, Mr. Buck's coming and he's driving, so... He'll probably get some abuse from Leanne now. She's where she belongs, she said, Paul, in the kitchen.
Well, hopefully polishing off my ironing. Is she listening? She's not
listening. She is listening.
You're
Yeah.
joking.
Yeah.
I didn't realise that before I said that. Oh dear. Well, what a game, Daz.
Absolutely fantastic, isn't it? I mean,
It's,
Ty's come well back with it, and
Yeah.
you know, people were writing him off, but it's a daft thing to do.
Yeah, well, gentleman on the chat, Mr. Chesman was writing him off early doors, and I did say, do that at your peril. Cy Phillips he's got a monster temperament.
He has.
And sure enough, he's dragged himself back into this game.
I'm going to give Matt Braley a great match. Did Cy?
Yeah, I was just talking to Luke Meadmore about that while we were watching the game, and I think he was something like 7-1 down in that game.
Yep.
And dragged himself back into it. So never ever discount Cy Phillips, because he's just got such a good temperament and such a good game face. But having said that, Tom Barley he's dynamite, isn't he? Great to watch.
He's been putting some practice in. I've noticed lately. He's been practicing at Showman's at Colin Finn's place.
Well, he's had a lot of frustration recently because he's had a few games lined up where we've just not come off for him.
Yes.
I know he was going to play Craig Day here.
Yeah.
And we asked for deposits and never got them, and that's nothing to do with Tom, I hasten to add. So we said they'd play at Morley, and of course Craig dropped out, which doesn't surprise anyone. So he's had a bit of frustration as Tom, so I think he's taking it out on he was taking it out on Simon early doors. He's missed one.
He's missed one though. We haven't seen him miss many tonight, Paul, have we? So
absolutely,
you can forgive him the odd one.
Oh, he's entitled to miss a couple, yeah. But it's interesting that when he missed that ball, you just heard Simon's fans, "Come on, Simon, come on!" And just as Leeds go over for another try as well.
Wow.
So a bit of a roar from the front room as well.
Yep.
Massive HD screens here at 147, so everybody's watching the action on there. A bit of a comeback from the Rhinos. It looks like we're starting to find the form.
They needed to, didn't they?
Absolutely. Good to see.
Good win last week against Hull, because it was a tough game for them, that. Full had won the last 5.
Absolutely.
Oh, he took that well, didn't he? So Simon's still having to think about this one. He's not got an easy finish. He's not really got an easy first shot, to be honest.
Phil's asking if we expected the game to be quicker than this. Potentially 27 frames left and it's 8:40. Phil, if we're here at midnight, we don't mind so much.
No, definitely not.
You know,
I don't know. I don't think we've done too bad. What we played,
14 frames. We didn't start 20 past 7, so we've only been an hour and 20 minutes for 14 frames. So that's not too bad. We can live with that.
Philip Lane saying Tommy's unreal for a 21-year-old.
He's got a fantastic, really laid-back attitude.
I think
doesn't look flustered at all.
I think he's certainly improved in the last couple of years as well. He seems to have come on really well in the last couple of years.
First time I saw him, I'd sort of heard his name. I mean, we've been doing this a while now, and when you start doing this, you do start hearing about players. Yeah. Whereas before, you probably just didn't really think about what you were hearing. And I'd heard Tom's name in dispatches a few times, and I saw him playing at Morley, and he hit 2 shots, and I thought, well, I wouldn't mind giving this lad a game.
Yeah.
And then 20 seconds later he cleared up and I thought, oh right, yeah, okay. So I think he has, he's certainly improved. That's a good shot from Sai.
Kirk's one
said, just a little bit in between where he wanted to be.
Kirk's one said he'd watch this all night.
Yeah, absolutely. We're not worried about the time. It's pool, isn't it? It's not meant to be. It's meant to be late night. It's meant to be cutting edge and bit of atmosphere and a few drinks at the bar at midnight and stuff like that. That's what it's all about for me.
Quite a good crowd in tonight as well.
Yeah, it's certainly about 10 to 7. We were a little bit concerned because we didn't have either player and we didn't have anybody watching it. We're like, oh dear. It's built up. We've got a really decent crowd in now. There's quite a few, as we said, watching the rugby in the front room.
Yeah.
As well. So the atmosphere is great as always at 147.
He's just thinking which way to take this, isn't he? He's
obviously in practice you just knock him in without thinking about it.
Yeah.
But when there's £4,000 on it, it's a little bit different. He's played that well actually.
Do you go top bag?
Yeah, top bag all day long. Just trundle it through.
We can't beat a trundle, can we?
Love a trundle. Oh.
Well, I'll tell you what, that top bag, that bag there's been a few just thinking about it in there tonight.
Sai Phillips goes within 1. Well,
8-7.
This is everything we hoped it'd be, Daz.
It certainly is. I said I'm really looking forward to this, and I've rushed straight from work to get here.
Absolutely.
Well, I don't think the wife was very pleased about it, but I got to pick me up from work. I nipped in, washed and changed, and got to drop me back off.
That's what they're there for, isn't it?
Yeah. As long as she's not listening.
No Kirk's one, he's happy so long as the tea is flowing.
Yep.
I think he means beer, doesn't he?
Yeah, I'm sure he does.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, 2 great players here. I don't know if they actually agreed a break at all. Sai's just gone to a loo.
Yeah, well, if he has, I believe I'm going to do the same thing. So I'll be back in a sec.
No, Daz has left me. So Daz following Sai Phillips to the loo. Make about what you will. 8-7. It's quite a game. So if you're watching at home, get on the chat. Let us know how you think it's going to transpire. Early doors, I think a few people were thinking that Tom were going to absolutely run away with this, but Sai's pegged him back. Now within 1. What do you think, guys? Also, we've got our Premier Pool Series, Event 2 tomorrow. We're creeping back towards a full field. Who do you think is going to win that one? Fire some names at us. We'll try, if we can, a little bit later to show you the field. So Simon's back with us. And he's about to break in the 16th frame. He's 8-7 down, race to 21 for 4,000 quid. Not to be sniffed at. Well, the white was on its way in there and the red just managed to get in front of it. And it's actually given him a decent chance of a break dish. Don't know if we had any more while I was off commentary. Doesn't look like it. Yellows look a slight favourite just by virtue of the yellow and the red that's up in balk. Phil thinks that Yasser will win tomorrow. Well, it's not a bad shout at all. He's always got a chance. Do me, Phil, do us a favour. Do me a phonetic spelling of your name and how it's pronounced, because I never know how to pronounce it. Is it Corns, Counts, Guans?
Sorry, Paul, I got a little distracted there with that quality try from Leeds Rhinos.
Dazzy's back. I thought he was networking again. Yeah, Rhino 16-10 up at Saints. Definitely turning a corner.
Yeah. Well, that Phil thinks Yasser will win tomorrow.
Yeah, I was just asking the guys on the chat. Let me know who think's going to win PPS tomorrow.
Is Arfan playing? Is Arfan in tomorrow?
I'm not sure if he is or he isn't, to be honest. I did say we'd try and maybe get the field up. Phil Corns. Yeah, that's a decent shot there from Simon. He's just growing into his game now. And a very, very good chance now of making this 8-all with a second break dish of a match. I'm assuming there were no break dishes, Daz, when I was off commentary.
I think there was one actually.
Was there?
Yeah, I'm sure Tom had another. Did Tom have one? I thought Tom had one.
Dry break.
Were it?
I saw him do a dry break. That side went in off and then he put the white roll in the table.
I thought he brought this one.
Will you tell us?
Yeah. I thought I did, but I might be wrong. I might be wrong.
We picked white roll.
Well, Sally's just left a slightly thinner clip than he would have wanted, but straight down on it, so he's confident. Doesn't have to do too much with a cue ball, just avoid those reds. That's
Yeah, like he has done.
well. And it's looking like we're going 8-all. So it's a race to 13, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, Arfan is in tomorrow.
And that is a break dish. Well, we're not sure whether Tom had another break dish. If anybody out there on the chat had an eagle eye on it, let us know. We'll put it up as 1-all at the moment.
Liam Doyle thinks Ryan Walton might win it. Well, Ryan's playing well.
He is. Ryan's on the he's on the tables more than the cloth at the moment, isn't he? So he's got a chance. In the meantime, we've got the very pressing issue here of £4,000 up for grabs,
Yes.
up for the winner of this game.
An 8-all. What a game. It is everything we expected it to be honest.
Yeah, I was mad keen for getting this game on, because knowing both players well. Well, sorry, I know Simon well. I don't particularly know Tom well, but I know how he plays. I just knew what to expect, really, and they're certainly delivering.
They certainly are.
Dry break from Tom, so chance for Si to hit the lead for the first time in the match. Not an easy one, of course, but a chance.
Elliot Glover has just messaged me and said Tom has had 3 break dishes and Simon's had 2. You need to sort your break dish counter out.
Really? we'll take Elliot's word for it then.
3 for Tom, 2 for Si.
Is he sure?
Are you sure? You've not been on sauce, have you, Si? Elliot. If anybody doesn't know, Elliot is the lucky one who'll be on the Blue Dolphin.
I don't think he's mentioned it. That's a good shot from Simon. Yeah, Elliot won the Blue Dolphin event and he's only mentioned it 600 or 700 times. And went down to Yarmouth and played like a plum. Oh, where's the cue ball here?
Well, that's too hard, is that, isn't it? He's going behind. Oh, he's been fortunate there.
He's been fortunate not to snooker himself, but he doesn't want to be there.
He doesn't, but at least he can see a ball. That's the bonus for him at the moment.
Kirk Swan says Stefan or Arfan. Yeah, definitely up there with the favourites, of course.
There's
we do need to run a book on it, don't we, at some point?
There's a chap called what's his name now? Dave Hunt. Playing tomorrow. Matt Braley is a good player.
Yeah, somebody else, when I mentioned Dave, somebody texted me or messaged me and says Dave Hunt's a very good player, so
yes,
looking out for Dave tomorrow.
Matt said it'd be a good one for the stream table. Well, if Matt Braley thinks he's a good player,
he's not a bad judge, is he? Knows his stuff.
Is he? Dear. Any relation?
yeah, no another Hunt in the pool world that's not bad with a stick.
Well, Tom's he's played a bit of a loose one there. He's left Simon half a chance.
Evening, Danny Nomic on the chat.
Hey Donny, how's it going? He was Danny was doing a good job as Chris Melling's wingman down in Yarmouth.
Was he?
Yeah. Melling turned up and started telling everybody that we were playing the wrong shots. Bless him.
It's not like Chris, isn't it?
That's a great shot from Simon. Cushion first.
He's starting to
He's growing into it, isn't he?
get into the game now, his sight. Kirk Swan says get Tom Jackson on the stream early on, he could do with a laugh. Phil Kirkman says yeah, Dave Hunt is a class act. There we go.
Oh, we're still determining the field for tomorrow at the moment with players dropping out and coming in, but I think at this moment in time we have one bye in the field, so not bad really to say. We've had probably a record number of players drop out for one reason or another, but we've managed to replace nearly all of them.
I think there were 14 places at one point available this week.
Yep. So the popularity's still there, good to see. Oh dear me, well, that's a wide.
Yeah, it is.
Why didn't he go middle?
I'm surprised that I thought he was going middle all day
middle
long.
was a perfect angle to get him on that bad ball that's near the back line. Don't get that. So opportunity for Tom to finally get his hand back on the table, really.
Yes, but that's a bit loose as well there.
Well, will he try playing the red off for yellow to free it up? It won't surprise me from Tom. No, he's just trying to get the pocket. Yeah, it's a decent shot. Decent containing shot from Tom.
It's strange, isn't it, when they play these safety or containing shots, we just don't expect it.
That's why, you're calling silly shots like I just did, play the red off for yellow to free it up, because you just expect them to play those shots without even batting an eyelid.
Yeah.
But no, the shot Tom did play was a very sensible one. Red's now got a massive advantage. But Tom's not had a lot of table time recently, and he's just shown a few semi-loose shots. So do you think Simon bangs a yellow out and says, right, have a go? Dangerous.
It's very dangerous.
But he might just do that.
I think he's got a chance at his safe. I think this yellow by the ball line passes into this bottom right hand pocket, and he could actually maybe free the pocket up with it.
Right, yeah, I get you, does, yeah, off the red, yeah. There's definitely potential there.
But he's playing another containing shot, is Simon here.
Well, it's a little bit cagey, this one.
Yeah, unfortunately, I will miss the pool series tomorrow. I haven't missed one for a long, long time. I'm gutted.
Yeah, I've got to leave early as well, so off to a gig tomorrow night.
I'm off out for a meal tomorrow night. I'm working all day and off out for a meal, and then working Sunday as well. So.
Hey, dear me, eh?
I know.
No rest for the wicked. Has he got the angle here? Is he trying to pop the yellow in the bottom left as we look and screw
back
into the bad ball?
it? Yeah, maybe
I'm
so.
not sure he's got the angle, to be honest, but it looked like that's what he was cueing.
Yeah.
He's not sure, is he? No.
He hasn't got the angle for that, has he?
Definitely not. So he can't have been looking at that because it's just not even remotely close.
Is he thinking of playing the double? Up and down the table and off the pocket? Wow.
What a shot
What
that
a
is.
shot. Well, we said he didn't have the angle.
He's made the angle.
That is...
He definitely
that is
didn't have the angle. What a shot.
Fantastic shot.
And of course the fact that that Tom's red dropped in doesn't matter because it's Blackball rules.
Yeah.
So it's classed as a skill shot.
So there's one of your crazy shots that we've been calling that actually did take on.
I've never quite got why you call it a skill shot though, but because that's just a stroke of luck really. But so an opportunity now for Simon to hit the front for the first time in his match.
Alan called the shot that I said, but obviously it's gone. Kirk Swanson's magician. He's left this is a bit fine, this ball, and it is.
Oh, I think he's not bad actually because he can come twice across.
Yep.
Yeah, just what he's looking at there. The yellow into the top pocket.
Phil says, "Wow, just wow."
It's great to watch these lads who can really play the game, isn't it? While we sit and talk about it.
I was just talking to I've forgotten his name now. It's just gone out of my head. The lad that size mate who played the other day.
Oh, he's good.
Chris Morton.
Morty.
I was just talking to Chris just as I went to the toilet. He says, he's a bit better than my game, isn't he? I said, well, Chris, you know.
Yeah. No offence, Chris.
I want to say. Yeah, but just a little bit.
Big shot here, Daz. Yellow to the bottom right as we look at the table.
Blind pocket.
Coming off the side rail with a little bit of side to get on the black. Best of luck, son.
Wow. This is a monster.
Here we go. Big shot. Big shot. He's nailed it, but he's not on the black.
No, he's not.
Just he's actually hit it too well.
He got far too much into that, didn't he?
But the adrenaline got going there.
Well,
he's going to have to try and.
He's got to try pot it, I mean, because they're all on. I mean, there's no safety there, is there really?
Is he looking at black off the red into the bottom right?
He's looking at playing it off a cushion and doubling.
Going cushion first?
No, yeah, off the top cushion as we're looking at it and playing it in the bottom middle. That's what he's just looked at.
Wow. Could he not play black?
Look.
Wow.
That's what he just looked at.
If this goes in, I think the roof will come off, Daz.
I mean,
it's not a million miles away here, is it? Good effort.
Yeah, fair effort with that.
Wow. Well, and Tom's not messing about here, is he? He's got himself on the only ball that you could even begin to call tricky.
Straight away.
He's on it straight away, so these are ploppings for Tom.
This is where the good players do as well. They get onto the difficult balls straight away. Don't mess about. Because I mean, he's even taking the more difficult shot first.
Yeah, it wasn't even difficult for him, was it?
It wasn't.
He cues so well that that's a drop in for him. Well,
Well, that's
He's okay, but
he's all right, but he's a little shorter than he'd like to have been.
yeah, I'm not sure it's where he wanted to be, but he'll be fine. He'll be fine. Probably just use 2, maybe 3 cushions here. Here we go.
Just the 2.
Yeah, he's pretty much perfect.
Yeah, bangs this in top centre.
Good finish.
9-8 up.
Well, yeah, well done, Tom. He's not had a lot of table time recently, so that's he'll feel a lot better about that.
Yeah, Phil's saying there, if that had gone, you could tell Tom to go home.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be a little bit sick really because he had a chance to take the lead for the first time in the game.
He
That's
did.
a big psychological thing, and it's just been snatched away from him.
He needs to take this one to come straight back.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how he reacts.
So I'll just do one more frame with Paul and then bring Mr. Bailey back into the action.
I'm not offended, Daz.
No. I think we're all keen to stand and commentate on this one, aren't we?
Actually, yeah, it's so enjoyable.
Yeah. I mean, look at that massive break, but it's gone in off. Yeah, the white has gone in quite a few times tonight.
And you're going to have to excuse my ignorance of the Blackball rules. Do you just get one visit, or is it?
No, it's
do
2.
you get 2?
Yeah. Well, it's the free
You get
shot.
the free hit, if you like.
Yeah.
Which Tom's played quite well there. Look at these reds.
Take the reds now, definitely.
All day long. You've got to think this is 10-8.
You do.
Tom has a mental aberration. In fact, I was even reaching for a mouse there to put him a frame on.
Put
Tell you what,
colours on
I'll put the
instead.
colours on instead.
Just getting a bit giddy there was Mr. Buck.
Well, actually,
Oh, that's a bit loose.
he's not played a great shot at all, has he?
He's got away, he's okay, but
that's not what he played for, is it? But
it's definitely not what he played for.
he'll take it all day long.
He's just going to just stun this, really.
Yeah, bit of drag. Perfect.
Yeah.
I'm saying perfect. Is it straight?
It's pretty straight, but I think he can
okay.
he can
create
pinch
an
this a bit.
He can create an angle there, no problem.
Ooh.
Well, spoke too soon,
He
Daz.
did.
Yeah, he's just...
I'll tell you what, this is not easy now.
He's not happy.
Yeah, he slammed chalk on the table there. He's disappointed with that one. Just a little casual there, I think.
Yeah, well, I said the only thing that could stop him clearing up here is a mental aberration. I still think he'll get him, but... Ooh,
I'll tell you what.
Daz.
Is it a double?
I don't
Does it
think
go?
it passes the yellow, does it?
I don't think so.
All of a sudden, Phillips will be chalking his cue furiously. Well, it must go in a double because he's straight down on it.
Well, it doesn't. Well, I think if he hadn't hit it as hard.
Yeah, it did go, Daz, but he's, like you say, he just hit it too hard. But I suppose he would counter-argue if you don't hit it that hard, but if you hit it soft across the nap,
Yeah.
it's a finger mark when it will be yellow, so I can see why he hit it so hard.
Yeah.
So, Phillips probably was already resigning himself to being 10-8 down.
And he could be 9-0. I mean, he's got the one sort of slightly difficult yellow here on the bottom cushion near the centre pocket. But it's hard to say how far off the cushion that is really from this view here.
He could play that now almost as a shot to nothing. If he leaves the white where the yellow is, where's the black going?
Yeah. He's just looked up. He just looked up at the screen, did Si. I don't know if he's looking for inspiration from that, but he's not getting it.
Yeah, Alan says you'll need to swat up on the rules for Tuesday, Paul. Leeds Pool League are trying a little bit of a trial. All the cup games this season are going to be Blackball rules, just to see how the players like it and how it goes. Should be quite interesting.
Have we drawn anyway? How was our team drawn?
Well, you're playing us on Tuesday.
Are we?
Yeah, it's because it's same as a league. Apart from it's like Champions League, if you like.
Okay.
That's a decent shot from Simon. He's just hidden the white.
That's another easy match for us.
Oh, we've battered it twice.
Just depends how many people know rules in your team.
We don't worry about rules, we just knock them in.
Just pot them.
That's a good hit for Tom, but chance now for Si. He'll be...
Is Alan going to ref all the games on Tuesday then, just to make sure we're not playing it wrong?
We don't need rest, we just knock them all in holes. That's all we do. It's you guys who fudge around, have to worry about rules.
I don't know what you're saying. We never fudge.
Do you think Sai is just deliberately slowing it down a little bit, just to put Tom out of his rhythm?
I don't know, he's...
Because he's usually a fairly quick player himself.
He is. He keeps looking at that one on near the bottom cushion, so...
Well, if he was feeling brave, he could take the ball on that's closest to the cue ball to the middle and screw across into that bad ball.
Wow.
I love calling these big shots when I'm sat here in the commentary box. This is potentially the longest wait we've had for a shot.
Yeah, he's taking it on now, Paul. He's taking this shot.
Well, he's played that shot to nothing that we sort of mentioned earlier, really, does.
Yeah, he has. Well, this is... if Tom doesn't get this, he's going to be lucky to leave it safe. Alan doesn't know the rules either. I think we've got a bit of an advantage, us Bucky. I think we probably know the rules better than most of them. Maybe.
True enough. Oh, what's he looking at here? Is he looking at off the yellow into the top?
Yeah, Phil says the rules are break dish, that's it.
Yeah. Phil Kirkman said the miles better to play and watch. I'm inclined to agree these days, Phil. I was always a staunch world rules man, but...
I've got to agree as well. I really do. I think they're great to watch. I mean, he's had a bit of a result there as Tom.
Well, he has and he hasn't, you know. Well, it's not horrendous, is it? But Sai could lay a decent snooker just by playing the bottom yellow. I think with a couple of tweaks, the Blackball rules would be perfect, really.
Yeah. I do like them. I do think they're better and I think they're a lot more popular as well now, especially when we've done the tournaments lately.
Yeah.
We don't seem to have any problem filling the Blackball tournaments up.
Yeah, so Sai's played a shot that I suggested. Oh. Not an easy escape, this.
It's not. I mean, he's looking, but he's got to put some side on this, hasn't he, to get it through that gap, and he's
get through the gap, and he's literally just missing the yellow, really.
He can't be a bit of a tweak, Phil. Phil said don't tweak the rules.
There'll be a few tweaks here tonight, I would imagine, if this goes 20 all. Oh dear.
He was a long way off for that, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's not a great shot from Tom. You've got to think now that Sai Phillips is knocking these in, surely. Yeah, I don't think he'll be picking the cue ball up, Phil. Daz. Lammy.
Lammy? Daz, I am Daz.
Mom, Dad.
Dad? Yeah, anyone? Who's watching? And I don't think he needs to waste one either, because he's nothing to waste it on, really. Well, that was a...
Well, that's not the best shot he'll ever play, is it? He's decelerated badly on that.
Yeah, in size standards, that's a terrible shot.
Yeah. A real deceleration on that. He should still be okay, though.
Mr. Lucas Waite just walks in.
Well, where's he going again?
Again, wow.
He's not getting a pace in this frame. Again, he should be okay, but he's making it a lot harder than it had to be. I think he was playing for that for the middle, Daz.
Wow. Again, this...
he's been out of position on every shot
yeah,
here.
It's been... And once you're out of position...
Good pot though, and he should be fine. I mean, really. it'd be very difficult not to be on the black after this.
Kirk's wants a deliberate foul from Tom Barley there, and Phil agrees. He said I'd have given him a warning for that.
Really?
There you go.
Right. I wouldn't have seen the benefit of playing a deliberate foul, to be honest. Well,
He's
maybe there's
missed
a
out.
benefit there, though.
Yeah, so I was disappointed with that. Very disappointed.
Well.
So 10-8 when he puts his plank, and there we go. So I'm going to hand over to Phil Bailey now for a bit.
Thank you, Daz.
I'll be back with you soon.
Always a pleasure. You go get yourself in your little groove at the bar. And just as Daz departs, Phil Bailey steps into the commentary booth to join me. Oh, he does at least when he's put his readers on.
Happy to see me. Yeah, pleased to see you now.
I'm back, Paul.
Hi, Phil.
You what? Did you see that frame? That
What a game.
What a frame that one was. And that should have been 9-all at really, shouldn't it?
Yeah,
How
absolutely.
significant is that one going to be?
Matches everything we wished it would be. Stupendous.
Yeah, sound. 10 minutes.
The lads are just having a 10-minute break just as Phil steps back in. We've got a very healthy audience out there on YouTube, so just to let you know, we're having a quick break. So don't go away. In fact, the only place you should be going is to your fridge to
Just put the advert on a minute.
Put together on
You stick that advert on. That big yes.
so just to let you know what you can expect to see tomorrow here at 147 Sports Bar. Our Premier Pool Series 3, Event 2. That's coming up from 10 o'clock in the morning. We'll try and let you know who the first game will be. We might pick the game tonight, maybe, if we can get in touch with Tournament Director Mr. Lamb. Andy Crossley making his debut. He's one of the Wednesday players, and he's stood at the commentary booth now. Obviously getting in practice with a pint in his hand.
Yeah, he's practicing well there.
Staggering all over the club. So yeah, that's what you'll be seeing tomorrow, Premier Pool Series Event 2. But in the meantime, we've got a fascinating game here for you. The guys are just having a quick interval, so as you can see, Colin's just giving the table a little bit of TLC. So this would be a good opportunity, ladies and gents at home, to restock your drinks.
Yeah. It's in the kitchen, isn't it? I think so. Yeah. Go ahead.
I've just called Daz. Colin will be Colin will be pleased with me.
What's that, mate?
The wings are really important for
Yeah. Oh, of course. Yeah, the most important.
So we'll just have a very quick break in the commentary booth, guys, but we will be back with you in the next couple of minutes. Cheers.
So the players are back. Tom's racked the balls already.
That was a quick break, wasn't it? They're both obviously keen to get on with the action. And it's Tom to break in the 19th frame.
I don't know.
So he'll be looking to re-establish a healthy advantage, but it's a dry break.
It is. And it's a good split.
It is. Well, take your pick, Phil. I think he'd have to go yellows just by virtue of us.
The yellows are easier.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and it's an easier opening ball.
Okay.
Yeah, the red into the centre's not as easy as the yellow into the bottom left. And really, yes, the yellow has a more awkward ball. You know, the reds are easier to pot.
Yeah, I think
It's usually first one.
I think the reds are a better.
Reds are the better ball.
Better
It's
suit, but it's just first ball, isn't it?
That's right.
And I think that's his only dilemma, because normally he'd be down knocking these in now, Phil.
Yeah, he's having a look at everything, to be honest. He's there looking at that angle for the bottom centre. He's going for it. Look at this.
Big shot, but if he gets it, he should win him the frame.
It's not there.
He just seemed to stab at that a little bit.
Oh dear. And the reds are easy now.
Yeah, Tom will be lapping these up, surely.
Wow.
I can't see any problems here, Phil.
There isn't. If you don't touch any of the balls, and you're not going to do really from there, are you? You
No.
know, go into them, then they're all playable. In fact, the only difficulty is there's so many ways to go about disposing of them.
Well, yeah, sometimes when they are too easy, they can get a little bit confusing. Daft as it sounds. Certainly do for me, for easy. I think I prefer them a little bit harder at times. But he's joining the dots here. Surely he just takes the red now between the black and the yellow.
Yeah, uses the black perhaps just to stop the white. Oh, hang on.
Really?
Look at this. Fancies a challenge. Whoa, hang on. Hang on.
Well, I'll tell you what,
Why?
that's crazy for me. I've got to say, Phil, red between the black and the yellow, and they're both ploppings.
Exactly.
Is that just for the cameras, or I don't get it.
Well, it's not in, and well, he's got several starters.
Well, if Phillips finishes these yellows now, he will be absolutely sick, because that was just a gilt-edged chance to go 11-8 up.
Yep. Get the.
I'm not suggesting yellows are easy. He's got to get the right side of the two yellows at the bottom of the table, which
Well, you say
shouldn't
that.
be a massive problem for him.
You
But
say that, but he could use one of the yellows to get the other yellow out. So
Yeah.
it only has to be. If you play this one in the bottom in the bottom centre. Whoa, what's going on here? He's playing safe.
wow, that's a good shot.
It's
to be
probably
fair.
not a bad option. It's probably
No.
not a bad option.
Although, yeah, I'm going to say, can Tom go up and down and get the one over the bag? I don't think he can. I think there's too much traffic, isn't there?
I think he could with some side. It's not
Yeah.
natural, but I think he could. And if he did, well, you know, he will have a shot onto the bottom right hand corner as we view it.
Yeah.
It's there. He's got it.
Yeah, I think
Oh, he's okay.
it's a good shot. I think Phillips might be kicking himself there for not going game. Don't get me wrong, still not easy. He's slightly wrong. Well, he's definitely wrong side of this red. He's going to have to find something ridiculous here, actually, Phil, to get on that last red.
I think.
Can he use a yellow? No, I
No,
don't.
he can come round. So that is a he can use the yellow. That is
Fair.
obviously what he's doing.
Fair shot.
I'm not so sure the white's going where he'll want it though. Got to put some side on the ball. How
yeah,
good was that?
He will take that. Wow.
As long as his white ball doesn't go in off one of the yellows, we're all good.
There was no fear of that happening, Phil. That's 11-8 to Tom Barley
Well,
from Scunthorpe, so he needs 10 frames now.
who's kicking who there then? Tom will have been upset with his previous visit, and Phillips will be Well, what a chance.
It was a little bit after you, Claude, that for him, wasn't it? They kept trying to hand it to each other, and Tom eventually says, well, if you don't want it, I'm having it.
I think he could have gone for the... This is Phil. Sai, sorry. I think Sai could have gone for the yellow in the bottom centre and gone to disturb that bad yellow.
I think he should have gone game all
Yeah.
day long.
Yeah,
Yeah, if you're playing for this amount of money, that's not a... Don't get me wrong, it's not an easy finish, but for somebody of Sai Phillips' ability, you'd have backed him to get him.
No, only the
So-
black. Only the black is an issue here.
Well, I think he's going to play the red and go into the little cluster fill. You know, the red down the rail won't be a big concern to him. So I think he plays the red and goes into the little cluster and they'd all be on.
The red to the left-hand side of the black doesn't come back into the bottom left-hand corner, does it? Don't think it does.
It's debatable.
It's a little bit misleading as the camera angle, and I don't think the other one will show it. Maybe it does.
Yeah,
Maybe
actually, it looks
does.
like it does on that angle.
It does. It looks more like it does from that angle.
So he might not have to go into him.
Yeah. The only problem with going into them is you're not guaranteed your next ball.
No.
You know, you are trusting to luck that you're going to be on your next ball. And there it goes.
And you're right, Phil. It's a good call because that's the ball that he's played to get on, and he's played it well.
Again, the problem here is that when he takes his red on, if he takes his red on, the black's playable.
Yeah, position's really difficult off his red, isn't it?
Well, it is with him being so close to the cushion.
This is...
Yeah, bottom right-hand corner to start.
He's just tried to lay a snooker, which is... Yeah, it's not bad. But you would imagine that Tom's going to get out of it, so...
And if you can block this red off down to that corner.
It's not a bad shot, actually. I'm just wondering if the black... I mean, the black definitely goes in off the red, even if it doesn't go between them. And those yellows now are all dropping, so I think the shot... It didn't look like anything special what Tom had just played, but when you look at the layout of the table now...
Yeah, he's
He's
limited
massive
size
favourite.
shots, hasn't he? I mean, what he's taking on here is just, well, it's containing.
Yep.
That's it, and that's all
That's
it is.
all he could do.
Yep.
But well, Tom's just going to do the same thing, really, isn't he?
Well, it depends. If that white ball's not touching, he might fancy putting the yellow across to that top left-hand corner. But it is, so it's okay.
He's just going to leave it sat on the red. So Sai's got nowhere to go. Don't forget, just like world rules, you do need cushion contact after playing a ball in these rules. Yeah, Sai's just treading water at the moment, really. There's nothing more he can do. He knows that, you know, on the face of it, that black looks tricky, but it's, oh, well.
Oh, hang on.
Oh, he's just made it.
How accurate was that?
Has he left a chance here, though? Does the red under the black, does it cut into the top left as we look at the table?
Can you see enough of the red first?
Can he? If he plays it, there might be a
It may
few
do,
quizzical
you know.
looks in our direction. He's not even looking at it.
That is going to be really close, to be honest. I think he can. I think he would hit the red first.
He's looking at it now.
The only thing you couldn't do with that shot is guarantee your white ball for the next one, and you could end up having a no shot. And there's the club camp.
Oh, this is a big shot, Phil.
Is he playing a plan?
I'm just... No.
Yeah, he's putting a yellow safe.
Clever shot. Yeah, a little tap of the table there from Tom just to acknowledge a good shot from Simon.
Phil was suggesting a re-rack there. Kurt Swan's back on the doubles.
Oh, that's a great shot from Tom.
and so's Bucky.
I called Daz Phil earlier.
Oh dear.
Good shot there from Tom. He's 2 in 1 shot, covered the bag and got his bad yellow out. Yeah, Phil Kirkman has called it perfectly well on the chat there. He says that Si getting the chances and turning the dishes down, it's costing him frames. I couldn't agree more, Phil. I think there's been a couple of occasions where we fully expected Si to go game and he didn't take it on.
That was intentional. He wasn't going for the pot there.
No, it's a good shot. It's difficult to say what's a favourite colour in this frame, really. Well, Reds have just gone favourite after that shot from
Certainly
Tom.
has.
He will not be happy with that. Pop the yellow and screw into with 2 reds. Alright, Gary's watching the also got a stream on from Showman's. Craig Lakin playing in that. There's somebody else who was due to play on our stream and retired and then suddenly turned up again a week later out of retirement. He was 6-0 down and he's now winning apparently. Surely you pop the yellow and screw into with 2 reds. I'm not seeing any other shot.
Well, other than you can put it behind the bulk line, do the same thing, and you don't have to screw it.
I think I'd rather screw it from there than play a thin clip and go into him all day long.
You get the angle wrong, and that black could be in the centre bag. If you half ball that red on the wrong side, that black's in the centre. That might be all he's worried about.
Well, you'd have to be extremely unlucky.
You would.
I don't think you need to screw into him that hard. It's not Craig Lakin, it's Andy Lakin.
You could even...
I'm getting all the names wrong tonight.
You could even play off the red and onto the yellow.
He has picked it up, Phil.
Well, that's it. That's got rid of those options.
Gary, I'm interested in what you think of this game, because obviously early doors you were saying it was all over. What do you think now, having seen what you've seen over the last few frames?
Blueberry. Nice one.
Clever,
That's a
very clever.
clever shot. He'll want the yellow to knock the red in, and it has done.
Oh, hey.
He didn't want it to sit on it.
I think he's still got that one the top left-hand corner, so he's all right.
It's a clever shot that from Si Phillips. Very good shot. Open the frame right up. It's at his mercy now.
Single visit though, you know.
Absolutely.
He's got to do it.
It's the beauty of Blackball rules. They sort out the men from the boys.
He's not happy, you know. He's shaking his head there, having a long look at this one. He might be tempted to take this one into the top right-hand corner. He is, look.
Oh, this is such a big shot.
This is a big one.
No.
And it's not there.
I think whenever it's got to those sort of shots that are really, really tricky, Si's just not been on it.
No, I think you're right there. And I think that black goes top left-hand corner.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
So
it
there's
passes. It does pocket pace, definitely.
There's certainly a choice of bags for that black. It's not as half as bad as it looks. So I think he has a fantastic chance. Depending how straight he is on that. If he is perfectly straight, he'd prefer it perfectly straight. He can run it through then. And he has tried
Which
that.
is what he's done. Yeah, he's okay.
Just enough, he's
so
alright.
He's going to go over side of a black, I think, now. Just run into the red.
As long as he didn't run behind the other one, having done that. It's all good.
Well, I think Si will be kicking himself a bit with his last few frames. He got himself right back into his match. And
Well, he had a chance last frame.
Yeah,
he had a chance this frame.
He's let a few frames slip out of his grasp.
So with 4 frames difference, that could have been level again.
Definitely. It should have been 10-all really, this, but 12-8, and Tom Barley will certainly not be complaining. So Si's got it all to do again. He's done it once.
Yeah, he's closed the gap before. He needs to do what he did last time, which was break it into like mini sessions.
Yeah, absolutely. He's certainly providing us with some excellent entertainment. Really enjoying this game, Phil.
I am. It's a pleasure to watch and a pleasure to commentate on.
For sure.
And that looked a cracking split until the red and the black came together around the bulk line.
Yep. You're going reds, aren't you, all day long?
Yeah, you definitely are. It's just the red and the black to worry about.
What are we making of Tom's shorts, trainers and socks combination there? Oh.
I think he's looking very summery. I think he'd be slightly disappointed with that, and it wasn't that shot, it was the previous shot that he'd be disappointed with.
The one element of Si's play that I really admire is his temperament. The fact he's got back into a game and then gone 12-8 down won't affect him at all.
Oh no.
Having said that, he has turned down some finishes that he would normally go for. So maybe it is affecting him a little bit, but his temperament around the table is rock solid.
It certainly is. The one thing he's worried about here is that he's too straight on this one to the bottom left hand corner, and beyond that, where's safe on the table?
Yep. The only shot he could have from playing the one along the bottom rail would be a pot to the middle, but he would have to force the cue ball all the way through towards the pocket.
Yep. And that's not what he wanted. He wanted that in front of the black. It hasn't gone in front of the black, and now, well, that's just handed the advantage over to Tom, because he can do that. That's okay. He's still good for that.
I don't think he is. I think he can see that yellow.
But to pot?
No,
I don't think there's a pot on.
Not to pot, but
he won't be so bothered about the fact he can see it, because look where the reds are now.
He can play the plank, can't he? Yellow onto yellow and push it over the middle bag.
That's difficult. That's difficult to judge pace. He can do this, but he's got to be so accurate.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not saying it's an easy shot, but he shouldn't really have any chance of a shot at all, should he? That's what he's tried to do. Oh, he's gone in off.
Lights off. Oh dear.
Oh, that's a shocker. You've got to be looking at that, haven't you, surely?
Now the only question Tom's asking himself is, does he develop or does he go? You might just fancy taking that yellow off first, to be honest. The red does go. Yep, that's okay as well.
Clever shot. Look how open the table is now. The only slight issue is the red that's down below the black spot. It's just a little bit tricky to get on, although I think he'll be having a go at it now.
He's on it.
Yeah, that's the one. That was a tricky ball, and like we said earlier when I was commentating with Daz, these great players, they get on those tricky balls early and get rid of them. Just dropped as I was saying it.
It's all good now.
Yeah, he'll have to take the final red, I think, to a corner.
Oh.
Oh dear.
Hang on. He had one of these earlier and left it over the jaws.
Yeah, he did need an angle on it, but certainly not that much of an angle. So he just has to concentrate a little bit more on the pot here. It's a bit blind. Oh, he's nailed it. Good shot.
Perfect.
Played it well. So it's looking like 13-8. And he's absolutely nailed the black. 13-8 it is to Tom. I'm going to have a quick break from commentary. So Daz is going to join Phil in the booth. Cheers.
Yeah, see you soon, Paul. That's he's just going to get his headphones on.
Oh, sorry, I meant to bring it over. They did ask me. It's just on top. No, it's on top on the shelf itself. Well, Phil, back with you.
Yes. Si needs a good break now.
Yeah, he seems to.
He's got that.
He's got the good break. Has he got the decent white?
The white ball stays up.
Well, reds look better.
Reds are better, definitely.
It's just whether he can pot this one now. Yeah, it should be okay. Look. And he takes the reds.
Phil Kirkman says Si is running out of frames, needs to open his game up before he's too late.
Yeah, he definitely needs to get a couple of frames on the board, Phil. And he's not won a match since I left. Not won a frame since I left. Which is not good.
He's not in his usual rhythm, is Si.
Seems to be slowing it down a little bit, Phil, and I don't know if it's working to his advantage or not, really. I know he's possibly trying to throw Tom out of his stride, but is he throwing himself out of his stride as well doing that?
Yeah, the white ball just not under control at the moment. Yes, he has a pot on, but look where the white ball is. Not a simple task to get onto his next one. You can take the more awkward pot into the top left-hand corner, of course, but that in itself's not easy.
He's usually a really flowing player, is Si. And it's just not happening at the moment, is it?
It's not. There is a pot on, the one nearest the black, to the top left-hand corner. But, well, where the white ball ends up.
No. He's not left Tom,
Well, he's not left him the easier one of the two, which is the one over the bottom right-hand corner, but he can get his cue nicely into the one into either the centre or the top right-hand corner, whichever way he fancies taking that yellow. You might just want to close that bottom
I'm
bag
saying,
up.
might just take this clip, Phil.
Up and down then. Oh, that's a clever shot. That's a good attempt, is that?
Well, he's been a bit unlucky there.
Well,
taking shots on like that, he deserve a bit more, bit more luck than that.
And the red's not gone far enough over that corner bag to make it a big one.
He's gone at it again, Phil, and he's... I've got to give him it. He goes for it, doesn't he? But it's now he's in a bit more trouble now. he's covered it. Can Si play this now? The plant into the top left and maybe screw into that one on the bottom left. Yeah,
I think that's the only thing on. He's got to look at the skill here. He's tried it, and he's got it.
Good shot there. Well, to say it's the first match that Si's played at Blackball.
He's got to keep going. He's got to keep going.
He's a bit light with that one. Hopefully for Si, it's easier clip than it looks. Well, he's doubled it. Wow.
That was all that was left, mate. Yeah. Was the double. That's more like his pace.
13-9 if he puts this black. Yeah, that's more like, as he said, that's more like Si. He just speeded up a bit then.
Leeds currently losing to St Helens, 32-22.
Yeah, no, they're struggling out. The Leeds, I thought might kick. They played well tonight, to be fair.
And Warrington absolutely trouncing Widnes, 46-16.
And yet Huddersfield beat Warrington last week.
Yeah.
You know, it's weird, a
funny old game. Well, ball's down, Daz. White ball is on the table. Not in the best of places.
No, it's not.
Oh.
He's looking at a plant, is he? No, he's looking at the clip. Good pot.
He's got to get off that yellow.
Well, there's not a lot on here, Phil.
Well, he can put it in the bottom centre. It does go.
It does. It's not the easiest of shots, that's for sure. Oh, wow, just enough.
It's looking good now, though, isn't it? And they're there.
Alex Chin says, need the rat back on the stream.
Does he mean Stefan?
You mean the rocket?
No. The rat.
He's got a game lined up.
Certainly has.
And on the 2nd of July, he's playing Steve Wall here at the 147.
Ooh.
Race to 21, Blackball rules, £2,000 pot.
This is a little dangerous, Daz.
It is. It's.
Can you tell exactly where you're going to go into that, your head?
Well, he's got a clip off the top side of it, hasn't he?
It's okay.
Yes, and Tom replies straight away. 14-9.
5 frames difference.
Well, again, ball's potted. And a little bit better this time.
White's good. Red goes bottom left-hand corner.
Well, the Rhinos have scored again, Phil.
And if this drops, and it has done, look at that. He's okay, it's still a plant. In fact, where the white ball's ended up, he can play the left-hand one of those two reds now.
I'm going to say, he doesn't need to plant it now.
Okay, he's going for the fine clip.
Have we found out, Phil, if we've got any places left in the PPS now? Have we?
No idea, mate.
Ah.
Did you get the laptop out?
Paul's got it out.
Why, is someone else asking?
No, just I was just wondering if we'd done it.
2nd of July, did you?
Phil says 2nd of July, Stefan playing Stave. I arranged it the other day. 7 o'clock, Blackball. Be a good game, that one.
See, I'm just wondering, when he continued to go for that red into the centre there, he might have been better off to play that bottom right hand.
Yeah.
The bottom left hand red, sorry. Because now, well, the yellows
Tom's
go, you know.
Yeah, I'm going to say Tom's got a good chance here now, Phil.
They're all on.
Yeah, that was the most difficult one, really, I think. Makes me laugh. I'm just watching the rugby there, Phil, and Rob Burrow. He's the smallest player I've ever seen. He just won't run straight into whoever it is. He's not bothered, is he?
No, he don't care, does he? Good shot.
So, good shot from Tom here, yeah.
Actually, too good. He's got too good a contact on that one.
Yeah, and it's near the red now, and that's made it a lot more difficult.
Yeah. It's not necessarily a natural angle, neither.
No.
So it isn't just a case.
He wanted to be another 6-8 inch up the table, didn't he, there to... That's a great...
Oh, and has he got it?
He has.
It's enough.
It's got a double.
He doubles, does that one, and he can pull the white ball straight back for the black.
Yep. Wow. I thought about it for a minute.
It's in though.
Yeah, so 15-9 to Tom. Sign really needs a frame.
He does. Quickly.
Well, making good time, Phil.
We are, mate.
9:45 and 15-9, so 24 frames of pool being played already.
All those sceptics talking about 2 a.m.
Yeah.
What's that about?
I never thought that, Phil. I didn't anyway. Tom even racks up quick. He's coming up dry a few times though now, Phil.
Oh, look at the split as well.
Yeah. I think you've got to favour slightly reds here, Phil. Well, I don't know. I think it's still favour red slightly.
Yeah, only just. He's still, you know, there's a case for either.
There is. He's just got... I think they're just slightly... He's taking the most difficult one on first.
And he's taking the difficult one, yeah. I think this is where we see Sai letting his arm go a little.
That's a good shot, though. Good pot. He needed that. He needs this frame, Phil, to be honest, doesn't he? Because
he's got to get this one.
I think if Tom gets any much further in front, it's going to be an absolute mountain to climb for Sai. I mean, 6 frames, isn't it? 6 frames in it at the moment.
Sai's on reds, Daz. Oh, that's well done. He steered that white ball away from that yellow. If he'd have touched that yellow, he'd have been in trouble. Oh,
he's all right, Phil.
He is, but he didn't want to touch that.
He didn't, but he's got this into the top centre now, I think, first. That's going to be his first shot. Well, it would be mine, anyway.
I'm definitely going top centre myself here.
Phil Kirkman, Blackball rules. That for you would not have played. Yeah. He didn't take the one we thought, Phil, he took the other. I agree with Phil there. It wouldn't have been, if it had been world rules, we wouldn't have been this far in front.
This is good.
Yes, we've been converted, I think, at the 147 with the black ball. I have anyway. Very impressed with it.
We play all of them, Daz, but you're quite right. They're They're really good to watch.
They are. It's just a little bit awkward here, Phil. He's not got the ideal position. I think he's slightly straight on that.
No, he would have liked to have been perfectly straight, Daz. He's not, and this is the problem. Do you come off one? Do you come off two? Do you screw back onto the yellow and just use the yellow to stop it? He's done the two, and he's okay.
He's all right. So top right-hand pocket.
Big shot in the circumstances.
It is a massive shot, is this?
Practice table, not a problem.
And he's got it though, Phil. 10, 15, 10.
You know, the start time. Is there something on spreadsheet that throws them up, or do you have to do it manually?
No, if you just press F9, it just spins them round. But the old.
Oh no, I mean,
What does it spin the column? No. If you just replace the two binds on the accounts page, then it'll sort itself out.
yeah, but I mean to get that
No.
start time, is that on the spreadsheet?
Yeah. If you bring it over, we'll show you because it's on the first draw page. You know.
Well,
It's a dry one, Daz.
it is.
It's dry, and there is a ball on. And it's gone.
Does he take this one now? Can he get into that? Yes, he can.
Nice shot.
Chris Sandler's asking what breaking dishes at the moment. It's 3 to Tom and 2 to Si.
Press the button, Daz, when you put the colours on, mate, and show us. There you go, look. (3-2) to Tom. It was a brief look, but Daz hit the button again, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, twitch on my finger there.
Got a bit giddy, did Daz? On and off.
Simon, Alex Cheers is saying Simon's trying to do far too much with the cue ball, only to make the finish harder for himself. And Leeds have scored again.
So I think it's a long red now, top right hand corner. Screw the white ball back. And it could be another one for Tom.
Well, it's in. And I think it's just about right with this, Phil. He just pulls this back. And it's going to be 16-10. So whatever side does, Tom seems to be coming straight back at him.
Phil thinks Si's hitting the brake too hard.
He probably is. I mean, I'm not. You don't need to.
You certainly don't with the Pro Cups, do you?
I was braking well at the last week. And we do tip back on Phil. I'm back with the Kamui now, so...
Oh, you did get that one off Lammy?
Yeah, I got the one off Lammy and got it put back on. No, I've never been happy since I took it off.
Oh, put it on for you.
Lammy? Yeah, so... I've never been happy with, since I took the other one off. Well, ball's potted there. And look at these, Phil. He's taking reds here.
Gotta do.
And they're all there sat waiting to be potted.
Black really the only problem, and it isn't a problem.
It's not. No, he'll probably wanted to take the one in the centre last. Being an ideal angle to hit up.
He's just ended up in the middle of two shots there. He doesn't really want to take the plant. He would have loved to have been a bit lower. He may have to now either take the plant on or take the one to the top left. Yeah.
Takes the plant. So he's got the... He'll probably take this difficult one now, though, Phil.
I would.
He's straight on it. Drops it into
now.
the bottom left-hand pocket.
Run it through
And
a
he's
little
back
bit.
in perfect position.
It's got to go through. And it
Yeah,
has.
he has done. So I'd say back in perfect position again.
Yeah.
You don't want this to finish, Phil, do you?
No, definitely not. I think when you say perfect, there's still a little bit of work left on for that angle up to the black. That's lovely though.
He's got it now.
Into that yellow, so that makes it a lot easier.
you play this now into the top centre first. It gives him
Definitely.
a nice angle to get up for the other one for the black. Yeah, played it off the yellow to leave the angle. Brings a white ball up now for the black into the top right hand pocket. Absolutely perfect, Phil.
Well, he's got a bit giddy.
He's fine there.
Yeah.
He's fine.
I'd have liked it 3 inches shorter.
I don't know, I'd prefer an angle on it than...
Yeah, and I'm not on about being straight, but it's a little steep.
Oh, that's fine. We're never going to miss them, Phil. 17-10.
Wow. Incredible stuff.
Certainly is. Size support's a little quiet at the moment.
Yes. Si just not looking his usual self.
He's not. Well, ball potted, Phil, and nothing really.
It's because you're listening through my headphones.
Right.
Rather than yours, because they're working.
They're not mine.
No, you're listening through the headphones.
Yeah, they're not mine.
I know them.
Ah.
They're good headphones, both of them. Because it's normal sound to me. No, these are mine.
Yeah. I sussed out what was wrong with my other headphones.
Your lead?
No, it wasn't plugged in right at this end. That's all it was.
Dear,
It was just slightly out.
dear, oh dear. Oh, it's a good try, but no.
Dear.
It's not happened.
There we go. Phil Kirkman, 8 eats to 12-8 down. Size thrown, frames away, and turn down finishes. It's been, yeah. I say he didn't win a frame, did he? Forward pass from Leeds. Oh dear.
Naz has got an incoming call. So it went. His next shot's not so easy though. The plant, well, there's a lot of distance. Yes, I think the cut into the centre's the shot. He's got it.
What colours are those on what, mate? I haven't been watching.
Size on yellow.
Size on yellows. Yeah, what, my daughter ringing for a lift home. That she didn't have her mum's phone number. And to get her another phone the other day, but they didn't have the one that I wanted, so she's not getting an expensive one this time. she just loses them or breaks them.
He's got it. That's a good angle. That red definitely passes now. Sorry, the white ball gets the potting angle on the red, sorry. I'm going to have to go and get my daughter in a couple of minutes, Daz.
Are you? I don't know. That's a decent shot there from, I think.
Well, yeah.
That's it, that, yeah.
I mean, has he left a yellow one? Probably not.
No, he's okay. Just for a minute, I thought he could, I thought he'd left it. I mean, you can see one, but...
No, he's not. He's not done what he wanted.
No, he's not, but has he left the shot there? I think he has into the top bag, which is even worse.
Could even be taking this into the centre, Daz.
Yeah. He has.
Hit
He can't afford to miss, though, Phil.
No, he can't.
Is he going for it?
He's having to do this, Daz. This is the only real shot on.
Well, I'll tell you what, though, he's let side back at the table, and it's almost dangerous when you do that with an opponent. I think Tom will be disappointed he didn't make more of that, really. He took the difficult one on into the centre pocket, got that, and didn't really leave himself anything else.
He's still in control, but I know what you mean.
Yeah,
Yes, anything can
happen.
And with the with the skill shots,
He's probably not gone far enough there for that one.
well, he has, because if he takes his bottom right and corner,
Yes.
he can screw right back in and play the skill shot. He may be screwing this to pot the red as well.
Probably a better angle with the other camera.
So we could be seeing a skill shot.
I don't need to do. Phil, he's got on it.
Well,
That's a great
he's
shot.
actually played on it. Well
That's
done.
a great shot.
Well played.
Ooh, that wiped its feet.
Ooh.
That did wipe its feet. He's just got to make sure of this, Phil, now.
Yeah, the white takes care of itself.
It does. And I tell you what, that was a long way off.
Yeah. He's suffering.
He certainly is. It's not his usual self. People were saying on Facebook earlier on, yesterday and today, was saying Tom was massive favourite, and if they see this, they'll think they were right,
I'll be disappointed there, will Tom, because although he has a full ball snooker, he's not really developed either of the reds neither, so...
Yeah, Si's got to hit it though, hasn't he? Of
course he has. I think it was more important that he blocked the easy up and down,
Yeah,
which he
going.
did do. And that's missed.
3 cushions?
No.
No, in the pocket. And this has just made it a lot more easier for Tom. If he likes, he can play the yellow, pot the yellow even. It leaves that bag open then.
Just playing the plant, mate.
Does he need to do that though?
Yeah, he's fine, isn't he? At least you guarantee being on the next ball. So many ways of doing this. Yes, he's having.
Yeah, just slow down a minute, Tom. Have a little minute. Thinks about it. Yeah, I think he's right there because he wants to be up there, doesn't he?
Yes. Ooh,
But I tell you what, this has not been as easy.
He's going to have to slow drag this round the back.
He's alright. I tell you what,
He's all right.
He's not too bad there. He's got a shot into the middle. It could have been a lot worse.
Yeah,
He could have been on that. He could have been landed on that.
could have been a lot better as well.
Oh, he could, but at least
pressure on this one.
he's got a shot.
And there you go, look.
Wow. Well, I tell you what, I wasn't expecting him to miss by that much. So 17-11.
Yes, he's pulled one back, and I'm on my way, Daz. I shall be back shortly.
All right, send Mr. Buck
I shall let him know.
across. I don't know where he's gone. Well, I don't know if he's having a quick break here now. But, oops, I've managed to put my big size 10s on that there and knock the scoreboard up. Bucky's coming. Yeah. Well, yeah, I think they're having a slight break, so I'll be back with you very shortly. Mr. Buck's going to join me in the commentary booth. Mr. Bailey's going on his father duties, picking his daughter up. So, 17-11. Simon. No. Simon's got a lot to do here. 6 frames behind. Tom only wanting 4 more frames to win. Well, it's not disappointed, has it, Paul?
No, definitely not. I mean, both players, outstanding entertainment value.
Tom.
Really good to watch. Tom's just hit a new. He's just hit turbo, hasn't he?
He has, yeah.
So, and that's what lost him the last frame. Really, he just too quick.
And yet, I think size slowed down a bit too much.
Yeah, Phil Kirkman on the chat has called it perfectly right. When Sai drew level, he tightened up a little bit too much and stopped going for finishes, and I think it's cost him really. And I think if we do talk to the players afterwards, that's probably the first question I'll be asking Sai, irrespective of what happens in the rest of the game. Really.
Yeah.
Tom on the Reds. Oh, and he's flowing now.
Yeah, he's banging them in, isn't he? Good to watch, but you don't want it to end. We want it to go. We want it to go all the way.
You know, people were worrying about it being sort of 2 o'clock in the morning when it finished. Well, we kind of knew that wasn't going to be the case with these two. I mean, even if it goes all the way, it's only 10:05 now.
Yes, yeah.
These two just fly through the frames. Ridiculous rate of knots. But Tom's just playing with that little bit more confidence and that little bit more fluidity, and that's been the difference really. He's played that well.
Yeah, he's played that. I thought he was going to nudge that back into a non-potable position, but he hasn't. And look at how he flies through him. He's just relentless.
Pleasure to watch.
Well, that'll break this as well.
Yep.
So 18-11, and really Sai's got it all to do.
Well, I play in the same team as Sai, so I suppose I try not to be biased when I'm sat in a commentary booth, of course. But and I know what a good player Sai is, but even I struggle to make a case for him here.
Yeah,
he needs 10 frames to Tom's 3. Wow, that's
asking a lot. Is that from anybody?
He never knows he's beaten. He will play till the bitter end. No doubt about that.
Yeah, that's a Paul. I mean, he's plotted a ball, but what a break that one.
Wouldn't surprise me if he broke dished off that. Yeah, Phil saying make it first to 45. I think that's just how much the fans at home are enjoying this game. It is a really special game of pool. Two great players.
Over 100 viewers for quite some time. Not bad for a Friday night.
No, absolutely. And I think we
Yeah, we get a lot of
the tens of thousands.
Exactly.
So, and I think, you know, when we put the report on Facebook about this one, there'll be a few people watching it back.
Yeah, definitely. Nice. These are terrible, all these are just set up really badly.
It's a mess, isn't it? We should just agree on a re-rack from straight away, really. Got ourselves a guest in the commentary booth.
Wow, that's... Yeah, tight.
Small world is a pool world. Gentleman sat next to me played against him last week in Yarmouth. He's here watching Tom. Tell us your name, mate.
Adam Moss.
Adam, yeah, and Lee Stowe called him Jason Manford down in Yarmouth.
Did he?
Yeah, I mean, it's probably the worst lookalike ever, but not too bad. Down watching Tom, what do you make of how he's played, Adam?
Pretty well overall. Yeah, a couple of times he's got involved in scrappy frames and it's not gone his way, but when it's been open, he's took them out
And do you think he'll see it through from here?
easily.
There's confidence for you.
That's one of Tom's fans there.
Absolutely.
One of his supporters.
It's good to have. It's been played in a really good spirit tonight. Both sets of fans very respectful of both players. Good to see.
The best club I've ever seen.
Well, there you go. That's great. Thank you, Adam. That's very good of you to say so. And very welcome. We'll hope to see you here again soon.
Yeah, Phillips is saying rules haven't done Sai here tonight. Tom just been too clinical.
Yeah, nothing to do with the rules.
No, it's not to do with...
The rules haven't come into it at all. It's
No.
I can't think of has there been a single skill shot?
Yeah, there's a couple. Sai's played a couple and Tom's played more, I think, but Sai definitely has.
I'll tell you what I've noticed is Simon seems to kind of like puff and shake his head a lot, which obviously you can't see on the stream, but is that usual for Si? I don't watch him a lot.
Far from it, to be honest. He's usually absolutely rock solid temperament wise. You don't usually see any emotion from him at all, so I'm kind of surprised to hear that. It's not like him at all, so Tom's obviously got to him a little bit.
Yeah, Sai's very usually very, very emotionless, really, and you don't see any emotion from him at all. He's not been his usual self tonight, to be honest. I think he's a better player than what he's shown tonight.
He has in patches, he has, but Tom's just. Tom's had maybe the odd frame where he's let his concentration lapse a little bit, but other than that, he's been absolutely rock solid throughout.
Always good to watch, though, is Tom.
Oh yeah, very, very fluent, unbelievably fluid through the balls.
I've been a bit neglectful here. I've not put the colours on. I've been a bit late with that one.
Has he got lucky? Well, he'll take it. It's not bad at all. Should be 18-12 bar a twitch.
No twitches going on.
18-12. Well, to walk the long road, you firstly have to take a couple of small steps, so that's what Simon will be telling himself. One frame at a time, but you've got to think that Tom's got too much in the tank here. Adam's just told us that he thinks it's all over and it's an easy win for Tom.
Yeah, that's one thing with Sai. He won't give up. He'll never be beaten till the final ball's potted. He'll not.
Oh, absolutely. Which club do you play out of, Adam?
Gwyn's club, Lincoln.
All right, and is that where Tom plays as well?
No, he plays. Well, he used to, but he just moved back to Scunthorpe, so he plays out of.
Showman's.
Showman's, yeah, Scunthorpe, yeah.
Colin Finn's place.
Yeah, Colin Finn's place.
All right, okay.
I remember Colin's team beat us there. 3-man team beat us at Blue Dolphin a few years ago.
All right. Just about every team's beaten us at Blue Dolphin.
We did. we got to semi-finals, I think, that year. We've done really well.
Really?
Yeah,
Since we usually can't walk.
I know. You got
Fair effort.
you got to have a bit of luck now and again, haven't you?
Yeah. Si on the yellows and Daz.
Well, he'll be wanting to get this one as well, won't he? Just to put a bit of pressure on Tom.
Yeah, if he won this one and won the next frame, then Tom just might start looking over his shoulder a little bit. But still, he only needs 3. I mean, it's a massive, massive ask for Simon, even in front of his home support. When he said that,
Tom's got good support with him as well.
You're watching Tom, to be honest.
Yeah.
But Tom's dynamite for the stream. As soon as Tom gets in touch and says, I want a game, then we do everything in our power to find him one, because we want him on the stream.
I think he'd be happy for somebody not to be letting him down, won't he, Tom? He's had a few dropouts on his matches lately.
Having said that, this game's not even over yet, Daz, and the Sharks are circling.
Are they?
Phil Kirkman on the chat asking Tom if he fancies a game with Matt Braley. Well,
Si played Matt, didn't he, here at the 147?
that's a big ask for Tom, I would say.
Yeah, it's a bit of a machine. He's old Matt, isn't he?
But we will ask a question. I don't think it's a mismatch. I think Matt's favourite, but I wouldn't go as far as calling it a mismatch.
I think Matt's back playing well, and he stopped for a while, didn't he, Matt?
Yeah.
New family and that, so
we will ask a question.
He
Phil.
is back playing again. He would have been here tomorrow, but he can't make it for the.
Does Phil not want to play, Tom?
Adam's just asking whether you want to play him, Phil. Got some couple of amateur Don Kings here.
Matt's been itching for a game back at 147 anyway, hasn't he? I've tried before to get him one, but nobody come forward.
No, he's.
We had the same problem with Steve Martin as well. Nobody wanted to play Steve.
No, the very best players want to play at the very best venues, but
tough getting games sometimes for them.
Yep. But certainly no problem with this one, and it's a very healthy £4,000 pot.
Yeah, just been on about Stefan playing Steve Wall in July.
That's a big game for Stefan.
It is.
You can't say that he's not stepping it up.
No, he's not. A Blackball as well. He's taking the Blackball on. Matthew Stefanes is playing on the tour this year, isn't he?
He is indeed. IPA tour.
On the IPA tour.
Well, Si's just chucked one in there. Not a great shot.
But Steve Wall is very good player.
Chance for Tom. You would imagine he'll just drop this in the middle and then take his tricky red on down the rail. No.
He's just not listening to you, Paul.
What do I know?
That's why we're sat here and not on that table.
Exactly.
He's just run a bit far with that one, though.
Yeah. I think he's going to try and drop onto it. Yeah, he's going to try and drop onto it now.
He would have been happier if it had just been a little bit further.
He's going to develop it. Well, he'll take that. That's a result. Not too bad at all. He's
all right.
fine. Yeah,
absolutely
he's
perfect now.
Fine. Perfect. Just a little bit of left hand side. Gets a bounce. Yep. Perfect. 19-12, I think, guys.
Yes, this will leave Tom just needing 2 more frames.
Yeah, that's a great finish from Tom Barley. Goes 19-12 up. And I think Simon will be looking back at the middle part of this game and just kicking himself a little bit that he didn't attack a bit more. He allowed Tom the initiative and he grasped it with both hands.
He did. So So you're back tomorrow, Paul, for the PPS?
Yep. Yeah, I think I might just stay here all night. Actually. I'll just tell Colin to leave the pumps on and.
Yeah. And then you can turn up like you usually do. Is this going to be the first PPS? Is this going to be the first PPS that you're going to turn up not hungover?
Well, it's looking that way, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
I've stayed off it tonight. I'm quite proud of myself, Daz.
Does that mean you're driving tonight, Paul?
Yes, mate, yeah.
Oh, it could be a lift home for me. Cheeky sod, aren't I?
But again, I might get talked out of it later, you never know.
It doesn't take much to talk you out of it, does it? So Sam taking the Reds.
What's Lee? Has Lee got some more spice?
I don't know, but he's left his twirls here.
Get it down here. Son.
That was fatal, wasn't it? Opening his chocolate and leaving it by us two.
Hold on a minute, I'm just going to take a 30-second break. Oh, love chocolate.
Yeah. Oh, he's got the laces, he's got the strawberry laces out. That's what he's got.
Not bothered about them. Just keep chocolate coming.
It's funny, when we have money match, Phil's son Lee steals all his dad money and he buys sweets for everyone in club.
Unreal, isn't he? Well, he's going to have to leave his difficult red till last, you fear. Yep. And
He doesn't need to do a lot with it though, does he? Just runs it through.
No, it's the right ball for the black, but he missed one down the rail in the last frame pretty badly, so will that be playing on his mind? Let's see.
He's got to pot this.
19-12 down, it makes it a little bit easier almost. Nice. Ooh, yeah.
Wow. Tough black.
Oh, there's a cue ball.
He's okay.
That's a good finish.
19-13.
It's a great finish, and it'll just be a little reminder to Tom that he's not there yet. You know, Cy Phillips can reel off 5, 6 or 7 frames against anyone, really. But having said that, with Tom in the other corner.
No. We've been busted for Paul.
Well, I only had about 3 bits. Daz had about 7. So I'm not that I'm grassing him up or anything.
That's 7 times 10.
Why is that a dry one? Well, all of a sudden...
Look at these.
All of a sudden, there's another little glimmer of hope for Cy. Just when he thinks he's dead and buried, he keeps seeming to get a tiny foothold back in the game. But you're talking pretty much miracles here, Daz, aren't you, for Cy to win this game?
I think Cy would preferred the yellows here, Paul, but I just don't think he's got a shot on.
Well, the Reds aren't bad, have they, either?
They're not. He's just got this one difficult one, I mean, that's sort of halfway up the cushion. But it's not difficult, but it's the yellows are just all sat in the middle of the table ready to just plop in.
Well, that's it. That's his concern. As soon as he misses, it's done.
Exactly.
Tom won't be missing those yellows. Does the yellow that's just below the blue spot, if you like, does that go to the middle bag? No, he's going reds. I think he had to do that. I don't think he had any choice at all.
Oh, don't give them to anyone else.
More chocolate. That's a good shot from Simon.
I can't believe he's took chocolate off us and he's going to give it to somebody else.
Crazy talk.
Gonna have to have words.
Oh, that's a great shot.
Well, all of a sudden, these look very, very simple now.
He started letting his arm go, which, you know, really, He might be asking himself, should I have done this when it was sort of 8-all, 10-all, or whatever it was.
I think he should. I think, like you say, I think he let his. I think he slowed it down too much.
Yep. I think he was playing to get on the middle ball there.
Yes, you're probably right.
So this has just got tricky now. You know, if he'd have got straight on the middle ball, then it was easy. Well, getting on the black might have been a little bit tricky, but now the reds are tricky as well. Be very, very interesting to see what Tom says when I offer him Matt Braley.
Wow.
Phil, can I just ask, obviously if we're asking that question, it would be here at 147. Because it would break my heart to set that game up for somebody else.
He's alright, look, he can play this one to the bottom centre first, I think now.
He's played that really well. Good shot.
Runs it through, just a touch. Leaves himself a decent angle to get back out for the black.
Yeah, what does he do about the black though? Does he stick or twist? Does he try and get to the top end of the table to take it into the middle, or does he leave a longer one?
It's a difficult one to call, that really, isn't it? I think I probably think he's better trying to get the middle, but it just depends what angle he leaves himself here, I suppose.
Yeah, he's definitely better trying to get up the table, but look at all that traffic.
Yeah, that's the problem. As I say, it just depends how good an angle he leaves himself.
Well, he's got a slight angle on the red into the middle, so he can work it a little bit here.
Phil Kirkman has confirmed that it would be here.
Well, let's just cross everything then that Tom says yes please, because that would be a absolute extravaganza.
The robot versus the banger.
Yeah. I think he's actually considering. Surely he's not considering taking the other red first.
I'm surprised if he is even thinking about that.
Well, it's just, I don't know, he's talking himself out of stuff here. It's
I think
not like Simon at all.
I think what he's thinking, if he plays this into the bottom left-hand pocket first and he comes back and leaves white where he is, but I just think it's wrong shot.
I think that's what he's thinking, isn't he? Just make sure I've got a shot on the black.
Yeah. This is to me, this is the right shot to take. Yeah, that's straight.
It's dead straight, so I think he's not got much choice here, but just
he's got to leave a long one.
Stun it in and leave a long one. He's not going to try screwing back, is he, all the way up? Through the gap? Surely not. Oh, wow.
Well, I'll tell you what, he deserved a little bit better than that. But
he did really. He deserved a bit of luck there, but...
Phil Kirkman says 147 the best place for pool in the UK. We appreciate that. I'll tell you what, great shot. So, 1914.
Thank you, Phil. Yes, that's very kind of you to say. We certainly wouldn't disagree with that.
Yeah, we've even had it from, what's the guy just been sat down? Alec, what was his name?
Adam Moss.
Adam.
Yeah.
Yeah, very nice.
Nice lad. It's a funny old world that we were playing him only last week down in Yarmouth and he turns up here.
I like the lookalikes. There weren't as many this time, Paul.
No, the lookalikes were a bit poor this year, but
I like the Ted Bovis.
I mean, Ted Bovis. That was just the best ever. I would put it up on the 147 stream page, but we've got that many members. He might be a member.
Oh, he's gone enough.
Well, Tom Barley will be licking his lips now.
He certainly will.
Look at those yellows.
Who was the other guy that saw us on the lookalike that you usually post every year?
Well, there's a couple. There's the chef from South Park, the old chocolate salty ball guy. He's usually on, and Buffalo Bill from Silence of the Lambs. He's usually there. Lou Diamond Phillips, who's actually played here in the PPS.
Right.
Aaron Batt.
Oh yeah,
You know
yeah, Aaron, yeah.
We call him Lou Diamond Phillips.
Lou Diamond Phillips.
Can't I try to think of any more? We
Yeah, played it. He played it.
Oh God, I forgot his name. What do we call those things when a child is born?
What, Johnny Mathis?
Johnny Mathis. He's usually there. When the child is born.
I nearly choked then.
Yeah, some good ones. In the meantime, though,
Yeah, Tom's making short work of these.
he is, but he's.
He's alright. He's come out enough, I think.
He's just got a little bit of work to do with his cue ball here. He might have to play it with more check than he would have liked.
He's played that well,
But
though.
he's made it look so easy. Does he use the red? No, probably won't risk it, will he? Just screw past it.
Yeah, just.
Oh, he
No,
does,
he uses the
he
red.
does use it and he's not bothered.
So there we go. This puts Tom
Absolutely.
on the hill.
Fantastic finish, and well, you've got to say that should be game over. There's no way that Si can take 7 in a row against this guy.
He's
On the hill, boys.
It's long enough, I think, isn't it? Oh, no, the black nearly went.
So, can Tom clear the pocket here?
He can.
Decent shot. That red's still causing a bit of filth. Put Johnny Massive.
Yeah.
Predictive text.
I thought that was some sort of.
Thought that was a porn star.
Yeah, yeah.
Johnny Massive. Oh, that's a fantastic shot. Well, that's a shot of a player with a lot of confidence.
It is. Oh, we're just in time. Mr. Bailey's.
And again, what a shot that is.
Yeah, fantastic.
Wow.
Well, Mr. Bailey's just arrived in time to tell us how to do it.
Talk about finishing with a flourish.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, fantastic. Brilliant. Yes,
that's
well played, Tom
outstanding.
Barley,
It's a fist pump.
21-14.
Brilliant finish from Tom. Outstanding.
That mic, can we get that mic to come out of speakers? Just by turning it on.
Two.
Just drop the elastic band. Just make the lights on.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for both players. What an absolutely fantastic evening's entertainment. Superb pull from both players. Si Phillips, Tom Barley, take a bow, guys. Brilliant stuff.
I'll follow you out.
What? Put an interview camera on.
Yeah, I'll swap it into the.
Simon, come on, mate. Let's have a word. Come on, don't be swearing at me. Come on. Si Phillips, ladies and gentlemen, absolutely fantastic effort. Unlucky, mate. I'm going to ask you exactly the same question as Chris were just asking you there. You some people on the chat were saying you were dead and buried after the first 7 or 8 frames, and then you got it back to 8 all. And do you feel that you just slowed down a little bit too much?
Not in particular, no. I just felt if I'd have gone in front in the middle of the game at that point when I come back, I think I'd have probably gone on, but I just played diabolical from the being 10-8 up. He went 16-8 up. I wasn't putting nothing off my break, going in off. Fair play to Tom. He was breaking and dishing whenever I was getting anywhere close, but just lost it in the middle of the game, really.
Do you feel the rules played any part in it?
No, not in particular, apart from first frame. When I messed up, but apart from that, I felt alright with tactics, to be fair. We just played bad in the middle of the game, to be fair, and right at the start.
Are you going to come back and have another go?
Probably not.
See you for Interleague on Sunday?
Probably not.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, what a great sport. Absolutely brilliant. Si Phillips, unlucky, mate. Tom, wow. Well, whenever you get in touch with us and say, I want to come and play at 147, it's like, brilliant, absolute gold dust. We can't wait to get you on the stream. So as soon as we can find you an opponent, and obviously somebody game enough like Simon's come forward this time, we just can't wait to get you on. So, and the reason is absolute joy to watch. Do you enjoy playing as much as it looks like you do?
Yeah, I put the hours in this week for this one, so yeah.
It's been difficult actually finding an opponent, hasn't it? We've been following you on Facebook, and you've had games promised and people not turning up and people backing out and stuff like that, which is great testament to your ability, I think. So it's been frustrating for you. Do you feel that you've sort of taken that frustration out on Simon a little bit tonight?
Nah.
He's lost words.
I don't know what to say to that one. No, I mean you use part of the money matches in it, getting people dropping out, and that's you got to turn up on the day, aren't you, and play, put it behind your mind, and that, aren't you, the money side of it and that.
Well, it's been a pleasure for us having you here. Have you enjoyed it as much as we've enjoyed having you here?
Yeah, I always enjoy coming here. I'm pretty on the trot now here, so you can't not enjoy it. But yeah, quality venue, and I'll pop back.
Well, we hope so. We've actually had an offer on the chat for a game for you. It's a gentleman called Matt Barley. Ever heard of him?
Yeah, I got a few lined up now. I'll speak to you about that one.
That's a very, very diplomatic answer. Daz, I think, might have something for you. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for an absolutely fantastic winner today. Superb performance, pleasure to watch from Scunthorpe, Tom Barley. Well done, Tom, absolutely superb. So that pretty much wraps up our presentation for tonight. Don't forget, tomorrow we've got our Premier Pool Series coming to you live from 147 Sports Bar. Finally, thanks to you all for watching, absolutely superb support, very respectful to both players. Thank you very much, good evening, safe journey home, folks.
Yes, thank you very much there, Paul. Yes, what a fantastic night's viewing. Friday nights, certain buzz about Fridays. It's really, really good. We're getting a lot of these coming up as well for us. So yes, keep watching for the Friday night slots. So tomorrow, join us again, 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm just going to flick that on there. PPS 3, event number 2. If you're with us, then you should have already had your start times allocated. I think the play starts from 10 in the morning. And it'll be another full day's worth of streaming. So as Paul said, thank you very much for staying with us and watching this evening's entertainment, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks very much. Good night.